species?
No, and we were playing, and then
Oh, Jesus. Hey, little man, we are better than we deserve, brother. How you doing?
Apparently, the tooth fairy is doing the job.
Remember when you could even laugh about it.
Then everybody had to get on the bandwagon, and I don't blame them, but that took the place of cable television almost immediately, and then it became too big, and now you got all the crap to do now.
Yeah, well, Father Saunders, in all fairness, I started without cable, and I went straight to satellite because cable wasn't available in my area. It's kind of BS that we had to deal with.
Oh, it's all right. All the good times and all the good commercials and all the good shows were from the freaking 80s, 90s, and beginning 2000s anyway.
Hey, man, Baywatch was never better, I bet.
That's when Pamela Anderson looked natural. Now she looks like she started some.
The looks will always fade, man. Everything's cool, and then all the women, including Charlize
Good
Theron.
until she started getting all that plastic surgery, and she got the fake
Charlize
tits, the
Theron.
fake lips.
I will admit that Charlize Theron's one hell of an actress, but as soon as 40 hits, those rules start drying up. That's the way it is.
Yeah,
And then you get all
that's right,
bummed
yeah.
about it now.
Okay.
Oh well, there's so much pressure on a woman to blah 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 blah. It's like no, that's you causing pressure on yourself.
Lay down a man in your 18, 19, 20, and remember that God gave you a heart for a reason.
I mean, the attention's not going to last forever. I mean, how do you not? That's where forward thinking as a man comes into play. You know, things aren't going to last. Okay, guys can hit a proverbial wall too. They don't take care of themselves. You know. I don't look like I did when I was 19, 20. I mean, I still stay in good shape, but things just the way it is. Oh, okay. He wants me to say it. I was wondering if it'd be okay with you if I showed you guys my butthole.
As long as it's puckered.
As you guys that don't know, it was back on one of Chris' streams way back in the day. It was hilarious.
Don't play the music.
I don't want
Gotta
any
play the
gapers.
no-no
Well, I haven't seen it yet, so go for it.
Play the
Fuck it.
no-no square music. Not
Chaos is
soft
no-no
porn
square.
sound and shit. You need no-no
Gotta be
square.
puckered, no gapers.
Yeah, I got all riled up, and of course the dogs had to get up, make sure I'm okay, so they're out here now.
Oh,
Oh, the boobies are up. That's terrible.
Well, dogs
Yeah.
are
How may I
really
serve?
expensive. Our owners are pressed out to the fucking mat. So are cats too.
Here we go. Oh, here we go.
Garfield can tell when I'm like
I love his
dog.
dogs.
Oh, come
Always a
on.
good dog.
Daddy, don't freak out.
They're good dogs.
A female
big
Saint
old dog.
Bernard is the best, probably, dog ever.
Oh yeah, they're both fantastic dogs.
You gotta get him a collar that has one of those little rum kegs.
Yep, those are about $130.
I bet she's a fucking sweetheart.
Oh yeah, she's a sweetheart. They're both 9 years old now, so it could happen at any time, unfortunately.
Fuck, that sucks, but it is what it is.
The thing is, Saunders, 9 years old, they might not have had that whole life, the whole life that you gave them, right? And when you stand, if you believe or not, doesn't matter, but one day, it's going to come. Reaper, karma never sleeps.
The Rainbow Bridge.
Rainbow Bridge.
You don't know about the
dogs
Rainbow
go to
Bridge,
heaven.
Frankie?
Well, considering the sexually had made it up, I don't know.
Well, the Rainbow Bridge is not necessarily for fucking gay fuckers.
I know,
No.
but they turned it gay.
Yeah. Rainbows in of itself is for gay fuckers, but the Rainbow Bridge is like a fucking innuendo. Came from like Nintendo. What was it? Mario Kart
From
on
All
Super
Dogs Go
Nintendo.
to Heaven. Oh, well, Rainbow Bridge.
Right,
That
exactly.
was
That's what I'm
Rainbow
talking
Road.
about. Right, the
Remember
Rainbow Road.
Bright?
The hardest
so-
fucking map in all of Mario Kart.
Exactly.
Oh, dude, the Rainbow Road. Do you guys know the exploits on how to jump and get the quickest times?
I've heard about that shit. That's funny as hell. It's like
I'm agreeing with
it's like
it.
your kids, and then you fucking use that exploit. That shit's ridiculous.
I guess I'm just that good, son. You guys remember for the Nintendo? Do you guys remember the Game Genie?
I do.
Yeah, I actually had to memorize the shit because I got it used, and so I had like a used Game Genie with like a missing pages of fucking Game Genies. We went to garage sales. We're fucking idiots, right? So I went, and there was no internet, so we can't look up the fucking shit. I had to figure out how to cheat the Game Genie to fucking make myself a jumping Mario indefensible Super Mario 3 Nintendo. You alright, bro?
Oh yeah.
So I thought like the Rainbow Bridge was where I had to cross in order to find like my people.
No, it's
I
by
thought the
pets.
Rainbow Road was a reference from All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Yes.
Oh my god, I was so misled.
I thought we were talking about Rainbow Bright.
Well, I mean, we're talking about Nintendo. We got about 3 things fucking crossing each other.
Oh,
But the Rainbow Bridge
Oh,
is
you're
about
supposed to cross
pets.
You
streams.
got to
man.
represent.
I'm so confused now.
Yeah,
That's
the
supposed to-
Rainbow Bridge
that's
is a
supposed to cross
reference from All
streams.
Dogs Go to
I
Heaven.
always have time for my brightest.
And cats go to hell. Fuck them.
Hey,
I've prepared the cauldron for you.
You
Begin when
offended
ready.
chaos.
Hey, the dumb motherfucker at the end of the film didn't know that, hey, soul meant your
The
fucking
mixture
soul.
must
He
not
thought it was like the
congeal
bottom of
too
your
early.
foot.
I thought the Rainbow Bridge was where all the transsexuals were on the other side. Oh my
Shall we
god.
get to work?
So so misled. Oh my god.
Well, I'm doing super. Thanks for asking.
Oh, you oh.
Ah, a splash of
Hey.
vinegar.
No, you gotta team with the Queen of the Queers off
Jesus
of One Piece.
Christ.
Some
Queen of the
spores
Queers.
to act as
Everybody
a
give a shout out
catalyst.
to Kevin Schwartz. That made,
Excellent.
like,
Relax,
great,
man.
Stir
just
the
the
cauldron
most
once more
amazing
to
man
complete
that
your
Just
work.
relax and let it
ever
happen.
I'd
Hey,
like
come on, Satan.
911.
Quit being a square. Let me get you sick.
Chaos is Cartman.
I was trying to be Saddam Hussein, but I kind of fucked it up. More Cartman ended up coming out than Tom there.
You son of a bitch. You had to bring a
Oh,
carpet
God.
at the same
Come on,
time.
Chris.
The stream went downhill real fast.
You son of a bitch. Hey guys, if I
With
want to
the
fucking
Margrave's
hide a
help,
fucking
anything
a
is
nuclear
possible.
factory, I'd hide it in a fucking.
Meet me in the House of Plagues
fuck.
when you are
I've
done,
lost it.
apprentice.
I'm drunk.
Our work
No one
continues.
see this thing.
Saddam fucking. There was a literal skit where Saddam was like hiding a nuclear factory in like something that wasn't a nuclear factory, but it was a nuclear factory, and that was South Park skit. Motherfucker, that was good.
You remember when Satan was like hiding pineapples up his ass?
Oh,
No, I can't say I remember that.
No, I remember when Paris Hilton had a pineapple up her pussy, and then Mr. Slave hide up his ass, Paris Hilton.
Remember when they found him in a spider hole? His
Speaking
hair
of
was
that,
all messy.
speaking of that
I
dumbass
remember
broad,
his Lemmy
she,
Wings.
she was able to land the dude. Some dude married that, just like some dude married Riley freaking Reed.
Riley Reed, right?
You know, he only
Father,
married
like,
her because
yeah,
of the
when that
porn
came
star
out-
status.
You know,
Holy shit.
Remember when
You
Drew
think-
Barrymore
I'm not
died in
going to
Scream?
argue the little short term because short term is obviously that was dumb as fuck.
Ugh.
Well,
Regardless of how you see it.
for most men, look, I'm 43, right? I am not interested in women my age or older at all.
Nope.
You see, I got a problem is
They're
Thanks.
insufferable. They're insufferable, and most of them look like fucking hell.
hey
Hag.
Saunders, I got a buddy of mine. He's only probably a year older than me, so he's like 41, maybe 42. And he hooked up with a 50-year-old.
Ugh.
50-year-old.
Better be a sugar
50-year-old.
mama.
Okay, and he been in a fucking divorce that sucked ass, like yours, probably. No, well, no, it's not like yours. She was a dumbass. She didn't fucking use the system, and so he ended up on top, unlike you. And basically, she put herself in a situation where, yeah, you can fight for it, or you can have a story of your daughter
In the
witnessed,
Primus's absence,
in
civil
court
war
system,
is surely on
use
the
sausage
horizon.
between two guys.
Margrave Stradama
Oh,
confides
really?
her fears
Not
in me.
not cool,
Without
right?
Anima,
Yeah.
our work
Yeah.
and thus our
So her
power
daughter
has
witnessed her doing
stagnated.
that
Oh,
between
really?
between sharing custody. All right.
She was the
So
meat.
so he is
Hamburger.
he's a very interesting individual because he's a badass. He's fucking, I mean, he's a wrestler. He's fucked himself up through wrestling. And when I'm gonna say wrestling, I'm saying WWE bullshit.
The House of
He went
Rituals has
through all
offered
that
to
shit. He's
provide
fucked
us
himself
with
up,
Anima.
and he's all fucked
Stradama
up.
and I both suspect duplicity.
He's out of it now.
But
Hopefully,
our house is
probably
in
forever
no
because
position
he
to
burned
refuse.
candles from both
We
ends.
must remain
But,
vigilant.
He put himself in a situation where fuck, where was it going with this?
I don't know, but it's really
Talking
fucking
about-
interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. You're
Dude,
talking
you're
about
turning into me. You're forgetting. what
Okay,
you're
we're talking about
about.
like a 50-year-old, right?
yeah,
You're
and the
talking about
bench,
a wrestler.
yeah,
And
and the,
we're talking about a 50-year-old and no to a
Sausage.
50-year-old, right? Right? I
And
think that's
hamburger.
where we're at. I think
Yeah.
we're at 50-year-old chick.
Well, 50-year-olds should not be dating at that point. Come
Okay, I'm with you on that. 50-year-old
Her great
chick.
grandmother.
Okay, 50-year-old chick with a 41-year-old at best, dude.
Dude, I'm 23 and I'd probably still do a 50-year-old chick, to be honest.
She's got to have money.
Some 50-year-old chicks are pretty hot. I
Well,
don't know.
she's
I
pretty
don't
good.
know
She's
why.
pretty
They
good.
smell like
Dude.
piss.
She's
You
pretty good,
know.
but she's had her own kids. And my point is like, okay, Father Saunders,
There's no good fit.
if you want to get in a fight with this guy, I'm not gonna say you're gonna get on top. You might not because he's a wrestler, and he almost went into MMA fighting.
None
He's
can
fucking ready
openly
to fight.
accuse the liches of
He's
treachery.
almost alpha,
So
but
I
he's
have
not
instead
mentally.
devised a new
That's just
potion.
his only
A
fucking
last
thing.
resort
So,
to protect Stradama should the
50-year-old
need arise.
Mama,
I pray
who hooked
that
up with
it
him,
never does.
and he's happy with her, and she's not bad looking. I'm gonna say for 50,
Dude, get the fuck out. Come on, man.
she is pretty good looking for 50.
Look, she's
Really?
not like Jacqueline Bisset. Come on, that's a rarity. I mean, literally, dude. I mean, I'm sorry, man.
I'm with
Even
you.
Jennifer
Most
Aniston sucks the
30-year-olds
soul
don't
of
even look
children to get
all
that.
that great. Come on.
She's pretty
No.
good for 50. I'm not saying she's pretty good for
You know
40.
what? Everybody has their own standard, but no, I would.
I'm
rather
with you. I'm with you.
I'd rather
And-
fucking beat off in the fleshlight or whatever.
And here's my thing.
And I imagine you probably do.
Here's the problem. This guy, I wouldn't tell him that he's a bitch because he could probably kick the shit out of me. He is that fucking muscular.
Yeah, I
That's
wouldn't
the
even call him
Yeah,
feminine. He'll
but
lose his
that's-
fucking shit. He's gonna be on
Doesn't
steroids and
necessarily
shit.
mean-
He's not on steroids.
He's like, I'll pop your fucking head like a pimple.
I took
I think-
creatine when I wrestled, but it was just like, it was like, yeah.
I thought you were talking about CM Punk until you
Well,
said that he
well,
didn't
here's the
get into
condition of
MMA
which
yet.
I think the situation
I
occurs.
like that dude. He's a cool dude.
Poor bastard was born of a single mother who married his stepfather, and I think his mother fucked Chad. Alright? So I think he is a product of Chad. And even though he's a single mother, end up with a stepfather who ends up being a dickbag, I think he is a product of an athlete that he never knows the father of.
You're
It's
talking about.
tol-
Sorry, CDP. You're
No,
talking
no,
about
no, no,
maybe-
no.
microchimerism, when the sperm of every woman that gets spermed into her stink hole. Or
I
no,
don't think
sorry,
so. I don't think so. I think he was born of a Chad motherfucker.
So like one of those babies that like I grew up thinking my father was this, but it's wrong dad sort of thing.
No, no, no. That's not a wrong dad situation.
Oh.
He knows
I
that
will
he doesn't know
still
his
like
father.
my dad more ever than my mom's boyfriend ever in my life. Like, yeah, I will
Well, in
never
his case, his
have that
stepdad is
idea
his
of I like
boyfriend,
this
you
guy
know?
more than my dad.
So, this guy's a beast, in a sense. He's badass. I guarantee you he'd kick my ass. I guarantee you if people who were... If they thought that he couldn't kick their ass, he would beat their ass. Because they didn't see it coming. That's the kind of guy I'm dealing with. At the same time, he's fucking put himself through wrestling bullshit, and he's fucked his body up. So he's in 41, 42 years old. That's his age, and he's dating a 50-year-old. And like I said, what's he gonna do? And I go back to the question I came from before. What the fuck was I talking about? Because I'm drunk.
You were just
So
about to
good.
tell us what the wrestler's
The
name
House
was.
of
So we don't know
Plagues.
who you're talking about.
I'm not talking
Annihilated.
about him like that.
Oh,
You need to
where
know
is
that he's in
Stradama?
Nebraska like the
I
rest
must
of us.
Craft
That's
the
it.
potion. I.
Like the rest of us.
Me and Father
lost
Saunders,
him.
we're all in the same. We're all in the same.
Gang.
Well,
We're Huskers.
wrestling's pretty big here and really big in Iowa for sure.
We like eating corn.
Sweet corn.
Sweet
I
corn
come
is
from
good.
one of
Sweet
the
corn
number
and
one
ass.
wrestling schools too.
Biscuits
Like
and
literally one of
gravy.
the.
Sweet
Saunders.
corn. Sweet
Saunders.
corn, a lot of
Did-
fucking
did-
beef.
I think Saunders took. Did you take the young man SAGE to a wrestling match a few times or something like that? I'm not sure. I can't recall.
No, but this month, the promoter, the coach's son, he's a fighter, obviously. And he's got a bout coming up this month on the 29th, but the promoter's got really freaking sick right now, so they might have to push it to the right. But I'm taking him to his first live boxing show this month if it works out.
That's
Damn.
cool as brother. Cool as.
You betcha.
I'm a
And,
big
Yeah, there's
pussy.
a MMA fight coming up here on the 8th, and I was supposed to be driving up there with my MMA coach on the 7th. It's a 10-hour drive, so I get like free hotel and everything like that. I just have to pay for the $35 ticket.
that's a good
But
deal.
To get closer.
Should get motivated.
Cool story.
That's a damn good deal.
yeah, my coach helped me out a lot when I was younger, and because I was like kind of homeless when I was younger, so that's kind of all I did was just MMA and wrestle, pretty much.
Well, actually, you kind of answered something for me because I was like saying get motivated just because I wanted to see how you respond, you know, and you're mellow as fuck, and
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think, yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to, I just have to, kind of feel bad because I didn't, hit my coach back up, and, yeah, I was just, I don't know if Dana White's gonna be there or anything, so. Of course, I need to
Shipping
take
speed.
advantage of it, and
Welcome to my
freaking
channel.
he's scouting and
what
stuff.
the
Shipping
fuck are
speed.
you a fucking UFC?
Set.
Are you serious?
Freaking device pisses me off
Well,
so.
I'm
Face
like-
with symbols on mouth.
No, I'm like, just kind of, yeah.
You're
I'm just
you're
kinda trying to
dipping your
get there.
toes.
So basically, you're amateur fighting, but you have the chance of being scouted.
You will not
Well, I train with
Shipping
pro
speed.
fighters too, so.
Said.
Okay.
Huo. Speaking head
I think
megaphone.
didn't you did graduate school and all that sort of stuff. Have you thought of a better job? Because I mean, the blows to the head, they can be hard. We've spoken about this. We spoke about this for 4 hours, brother. You think you ever thought like maybe I could get something else, sort of a better job? Yeah. You're going to get a lot of blows to your head, bro. That's just saying.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I don't, you know, that's the whole thing about like mixed martial arts, boxing, just try not to get hit, kind of. I saw Muhammad Ali go through it, so.
Wow, that's here. We're gonna take that to heart. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I gotta say something. Bingus, I didn't realize that you were like trying to be an amateur going into the big deal. Basically, where I'm
Well,
at
I've
is
trained with perfect. Like I know I have a lot of connections and stuff, but like I train for free, and my payment back to them is just becoming like, you know, the best fighter I can be, and then just giving them that money back when I do get that money.
well, Jesus Christ, I'm the crazy drunk pedestrian who's just getting drunk and fucking bullshitting on fucking line here. I'm not expecting
Cubing speed.
a fucking guy
Said.
who's investing his
BSA.
time.
Father
Fucking
Saunders
awesome at
butt
the same
whistles
time.
after chip play.
Jesus
Hot
Christ,
pepper.
man. You got me dumbfounded as fuck being drunk because I wish I was a little more clear-minded and could talk to you. Biggest thing is
I don't have a target.
you got to focus on yourself and get your shit together and whatnot. The shit we bullshit about might help you. I don't know. I'm a idiot, and but I got me covered, and so that's all I care about at the end of the day.
The only idiot that's here is the one that doesn't listen.
No, dude. You're chill as fuck, and you seem like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. You know, and it's a fighter situation. You might have to be chill as fuck. Holy shit.
You know what you should do, man? You should
my
go to
coach
Russia.
taught me like
And you should fight.
I mean, I've
You
always
should have
been
mixed
like this
fights.
my whole life and stuff.
Cubing speed.
I think it's beautiful if you can do it.
Not
That's
hearing
fucking
chaos.
awesome.
Prohibits
What have I missed?
medium light skin
If
tone.
you can kick ass and not take it seriously, that's the best thing in the goddamn world.
Here, I'm just.
You guys lost all the viewers. What happened?
You got Chris. You got I think Indy wants to come in. He's wanting you to drop the link if you get a chance. And I'm going to go ahead and pop off, guys. I appreciate the hell out of y'all listening to me tonight. I'm going to kind of get in my mental space and try to eventually get some fucking sleep tonight. And I appreciate y'all listening to me. It means a lot. So thank you.
Okay. Quick question, Saunders. Last minute rant.
Out of rain.
Any bullshit you want to get off your chest? Seriously, because I want you to get it off your chest. I want you to fucking shut off for a minute and go to bed.
No, that's the only thing that's taking up any space in my mind right now.
And remember, Jared, that
love you to death, bud.
We love you very much. We love you very much. You belong here, and nothing ever good. Anger or anything like overly emotional shit. Happy emotions, good. Bad emotions, anger, no good. That's
Hey, Saunders.
Yeah.
You belong here. Indy's here.
Hey, to Saunders and anybody else, if anybody needs to talk, vent, or something like that, you know, get a hold of me on Discord if you need, you know, because, guys, I was there. 15 years of no one to talk to. Even therapists screwed things up. You know what I mean?
Speed. Said.
You this shit.
Rest well,
this will put you in a bad way.
But not
you don't.
eternally.
You know what I
Victory
mean?
hand, medium light
Yeah, you
skin
gotta get that
tone,
energy
smiling
out.
face
You
with
gotta talk to
sunglasses.
somebody.
Yep.
It's not always easy
it's
to,
not
you know,
good to
what you're
bottle
going
up
through, you know,
everything at all.
but
Guys, the shit that can go through your mind. I call that the abyss.
Oh yeah, I get lost in my thoughts all the time, and you can really give you the perfect example before I go, man. Is sometimes I think about shit that really made me upset, and before I knew it, I was going 90 miles an hour in my car. Oh fuck! You guys ever done that shit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You don't even think what the fuck's going on around you. You get such tunnel vision.
Never talk.
And it's not good because if your mind goes down that path, man, it's just it's no good. I've been there too, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
once you get stuck in your head,
Well-
it's really hard to get out of there unless you got someone to kind of help you.
Like I didn't even join people's conversations mostly when I first started into the manosphere or MGTOW, whatever you want to call it. But when I found like-minded people who
Yeah.
had been through the exact same fucking scenarios, some of them were even a bit different, you know. Obviously, none of them were exactly the same, but you know, they even had an understanding of what I was going through.
With a
It
house of
literally
eyes eliminated,
opened the floodgate
our
of
secrecy has
what's
been
inside.
assured.
You know what I mean?
None
Yep.
remain
And
who will impede
just having a
our
place to
work.
go to talk to people.
Yeah, it's our
that-
place. Our place.
Yeah.
Chris.
And I mean, there ain't gonna be many
Our new
therapists out there
berry
that are gonna understand
bids
it. The
that
way
I
I see it,
complete
all
the ritual
if you've
personally.
never been through it,
Harvest
you
the
won't
enema
understand
before
it.
my
That's why I
arrival.
can't talk to women about it
Not
because
fail
they will never go through it.
I don't
The red
understand.
pill is not a pill; it's a suppository.
Yeah, there you go.
Shoved up your ass. Yeah.
This is like the first time I've ever found people like this where you know, for something you know, I can really we can all, you know, kind of talk about things, and I really appreciate it. And I think like what I was saying, it helps me mentally, and I mean, just talking to people in general, meeting new people and stuff. It helps a lot, you know.
That's good. That's
Well,
what.
that's why I said
thing
something,
is-
bud, because you seem like an outcast at the same time. I feel like an outcast. At the same time, you know, you're in a different position. Like I'm in a different position because I honestly have not been fucked over. I have not been fucked over. I have fucked myself over from getting laid. That's it. I literally I was so goddamn blue pilled that it cock blocked myself. I was actually a good looking dude. In your case, you're going to become something probably, and you're fucking working at it. And I was like, I'm fucking shocked that you're here of all places.
You're still young, Bing.
I don't
You still got a
look for
lot of
certain
time.
things. Yeah, I look for good people, and some people aren't just,
That's part of the
you know,
process.
who
You
knows
gotta,
among
you
us
gotta
even.
sift through all the rubble and find all the good people.
Well, you found us.
Sorry, I was thinking about
Well, yeah,
this
he
game.
found us, so he's fucked. He found us, so he is fucked.
Because I'm a
The
bad,
biggest thing is
I'm just kidding.
especially at a young age, you have to think. That's it. And a lot of people are not thinking anymore.
I would say fucking listen.
That
Yeah.
too.
Listening
Listen.
helps.
Shut your fucking pie hole and
Yep.
listen.
Eyes open, ears open, mouth shut.
You guys are older than me, so I really take advice from, you know, knowledgeable people. Like, you know, that's why I watch Chaos's stream. I met all of you guys through Chaos.
Brother, to go on a personal note, and I wanted to touch with you on this privately.
Too far away.
Right? That's why I told you to reach out to me on Discord.
Wants to touch you privately.
Yeah, I want to touch you privately. I think you have some underlying issues that you need to deal with first, and it's not something you probably want to vent out here. You know what I mean? I'd rather talk to you privately first. And
Oh, we're
There's
I
some
think-
things I cannot help you with.
Bingus, I think you should talk to Chris as well, and all of the
Yeah,
brothers.
take
in
him
here.
up on that,
Yeah,
Bingus.
Yeah, I
Do
think so.
that.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
hey guys,
Wow.
thank you
We've
so
all
much. I
been around
appreciate
the
your
ring.
time. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on off now, guys.
All right,
All right,
Yourself, buddy.
Saunders, you
Cuban
need
speak.
anything, let us know.
Said,
Yeah, Jared,
Okay, guys.
I am
y'all have-
Schrodinger's channel watcher.
you just breathe,
Hair
brother.
but not
Have a good
here.
day.
Clown
Remember,
face
people are
globe
out.
showing Americas.
Jared's gone, yeah. Okay.
I hope he finds his nothing box.
yeah. But,
I gotta do the same, boys, or else I'm gonna get fired from work tomorrow.
all right, my man.
I gotta sleep.
Thank you for coming, Hidden.
It was a good chat, though, boys.
Brother.
Peace out.
Take a
Father,
good night.
you've always got my number. Day or
Yep.
night.
Because, guys, that being in your own head for a long period of time, geez, it's scary
well, and
when you look back.
we had a discussion about the whole isolation thing, okay? And you know, some people do need time alone at certain points, but there are other points where they shouldn't be alone. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
Because it gives the mind free
I
reign.
need a target.
You have no distractions. You have no you know, camaraderie to kind of keep things going when you
I
need
don't
a
have a
hand.
target.
And
Yeah.
that's where I don't like when I was first separated from my kids and stuff, the isolation is what really fucking got to me.
Yep.
So I did everything in my power to be more active, with other people or groups or whatever the case may be. And that's where, eventually I found you guys. So uh, I I understand sometimes you might think you need to be alone, but those are probably sometimes where men shouldn't be alone. You know,
Yeah.
when your pistol starts looking real friendly.
Yeah.
No, that's not us. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly right. Yeah, yeah.
Can I get an invite to a fucking group though, guys? Because I've been online for like
Henry's
5
the
minutes
party
here.
leader.
Is it Garfield? I don't know, Cat. No, Chris is exactly right. Here's a funny story. Now I know we're front stage still, but my brother and you and Indy know about this. Chaos, actually, Chaos knows. So a brother of mine who went through an awful lot of terrible things with family, and I looked, and he was working at that time. He was still working. He's a tradesman. He makes a lot of money. He made a lot of money. He makes a lot of money. And I saw his bitch, who destroyed his whole family. Took his uh, um, seed away from him. And I saw fucking what's it called? Not that I go on it, but what's that one? Tinder.
Oh.
I immediately, it was like 5 a.m. I was around the corner. I thought, what the fuck's going on here? Excuse my language, sorry. And I just cruised around the corner. I said, bro, look at this. And he was like, yeah, that's right. They'd already been divorced, man, and she destroyed the whole thing. The whole thing destroyed, but just because she was hypergamous and all that sort of stuff. So sometimes you look after your brothers the best you can. If you put a gun to my head and said shag that woman, I would say pull the trigger. If I couldn't get that gun out of there, shoot me. I wouldn't shag that. No way.
No,
Sorry.
because we're there are times where we are all one blowjob away from the plantation. And if we go back to the plantation, there's a good chance that the next go around of an event like what most of us have been through will be the last event.
Last. Yep.
Yeah. And you know what? It ain't worth the fucking risk.
That's the reason I'm monk.
There you go. No, I'm not monk, right? And I don't know if I'll ever be able to consider myself monk, but at the same time, I can fucking see the absolute benefits to it. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm monk as fuck. So
Can I tell a story really quick?
Yeah.
Sure.
So I went to a temple in Japan when I was a little younger.
That sounds beautiful.
I freaking this monk, they karate chopped your head to get all the demons out and stuff, and I thought it was freaking hilarious. So I kept going back to the monk, and he started karate chopping my head like harder every time after.
Sounds like my ex-wife.
Sounds like he was getting tired of seeing you.
Yeah, Bingus, he might have been acknowledging the fact that you have a hard head too.
Could have been.
And then he even started laughing. And they're not allowed to laugh and stuff like that.
Oh, they break the rules. I mean, you ever seen fucking photos of a monk and a chick with her tits hanging out? They break that shit all the time.
I need a target.
But no, Emperor, that's the reason I'm monk, because I wouldn't withstand another go around. I'll be straight up. I
Nothing left in my heart. The only love I have is for God, myself, and my cat.
And us, Chaos.
Hell yeah.
So here's my question, like Indy, how much do you think that it's because what you've already gone through and you know the parameters of what you're willing to accept, much like women as they get older, they think that I won't settle. I've done that. I've been passed around. I've been burned or whatever. I get into this dichotomy between
Hey,
where as
PWS, I'm kind of that guy. I'm kind of that guy. At least at one time. I was at least in my 25. It's been over fucking 15 years now. But at the time, I was the guy who could probably fucking marry, right? And it never happened. And now, I'm near my 40s. And I'm not okay with it. I'm not willing. I've never been in a relationship. I've never had a good lay. I've had a couple of drunken situations where I was so goddamn drunk that my dick did not perform. And
All right.
and that's what it was. That's
We
what it
all have it.
was.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
It happened
well,
twice.
I mean,
Let him
on
finish.
facts, you're probably better off than those that could get.
And I'm kind of like that with you,
And
but what it boils down to is I've never had a good lay. I've never had a good relationship, and I'm not even looking forward to it anymore. It's like worthless to me. And I was I was probably pretty good looking. I think I probably turned down at least 10 fucking situations in my youth that I didn't know I turned down at the time because guess what? The game, the bullshit,
The eyes
and
will be purged from
women are deceptive as
Maldraxxus.
fuck, and that's what it is.
Look, I'm young and
Sorry.
I mean, there's an element of which that I wish that look, I am not anything to write home to mom about, but compared to most men, maybe I am. But the fact that I went through what I did and thought and invested the way that I did, I wish I was that 5'9", 5'8", overweight simp that that instead of getting a woman which that I think most men would go, oh, you're a lucky man, without realizing that it doesn't matter if she's like a 7 or 8. It's still going to have the same result. It doesn't matter if she's a 6 or a 7 or a 5. Ultimately, it's going to be the same fucking fruition that every man has gone through.
Well, pooping, here's my deal about Monk. There's been twice that I shouldn't have lived. You know what I mean? You just straight up shouldn't live.
What?
And I overheard the second time them saying, I hope we can save him. That's nice going into surgery hearing that. You know what I mean? But, so I'm not afraid of dying. I don't want to die, but I'm not afraid of it. But what I went through in those 15 years scared me more than death. So that's the reason I'm Monk,
I wanted to say something
I'm not willing to
after.
take that.
So who said that, Andy?
Said what?
Who said, like, whether or not if you're
The eyes will be purged from Maldraxxus.
The surgeons, when they were rushing me into surgery.
I didn't think, when my dad was.
I overheard them. You know what I'm saying? They were talking low, but
Right.
But you're still cognizant of that. They probably didn't think of it, but then you go in to get put under. Getting put under is scary.
But you remain, Andy, with us. And that's why.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. I'm Monk because I am no way willing to experience what I went through.
Yep.
Looking back and everything, guys. There's some scary shit out there, and all you guys been through it.
Yep.
Nope, but my dad did.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Learn from the
My
people
dad
that went
had
through it.
a night out fucking surgery where he's supposed to be knocked out, and he actually experienced them cutting out a third of his lung. Fucking terrible.
And then hearing some of your guys' story, I mean, they're humbling to me.
Not me. I'm good.
They humble me. They humble me.
I am the.
I walked out the ICU, and I was just like, I looked at other families, and they're going through the same thing, and I walked out of that room, because they're crying, and then I, you know, and then I'm just like, all right, come on, dude, you gotta live. I went back into the ICU with him, and then when I grabbed his hand, he grabbed my hand back, and I was like, all right, it's all, you can still hear me. I was like, it's all good, dude. Everything's gonna be all right.
Yeah,
You
we're
know.
gonna need some help here.
Alright. Middle of killing some. So
Bingus.
try not to die.
Bingus, your dad's still here too, so he looks after you the best he can, right? Okay.
Bingus, you sound like a pretty good dude, man.
He's a good guy. Bingus is a good young fella.
I want you to fucking fight hard for life, man. I really do.
Yeah, with cage fighting and stuff like with boxing and stuff. Personally, with me, like, if you're a true fighter like that, like I'll go in the ring and like I'll die in there if it comes down to it.
Nah.
But not like that. I don't like, but like I don't care if the ref stops it or not. That's like every fighter.
That's cool if the ref stops it. That's cool if the ref stops it, but.
Hey, Bingus, from our other talk the other night, the one thing that I would tell you, listen.
Bingus, fight like hell,
Listen
man.
more than what you talk, and you're gonna be better off.
Yeah, my coach is older too, but he still scares me.
Oh, that sounds like a good coach. It does. It sounds like a good coach.
Freaking, like, I don't know what it is.
Frank. Is Frank still here?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here, brother.
Cheers, brother. Just got a new beer.
Cheers. Okay. I'm on. I'm going to go out later. But what's the time? It's almost 7 o'clock.
I'm
So
too
I've got-
drunk.
okay,
I really
cheers,
need to
Indy.
sober up. Sorry.
Brother, Indy, CDP's good. Saunders ran
Frankie,
out.
You're supposed to be drinking with me.
I'm drinking with you, brother. Yeah. There we go.
That's what I'm saying. Cheers.
Frankie, Indy, I'll leave you both to death. You're awesome.
To get closer.
We love you, CDP. Yeah, you're an awesome man. And Chris, all the people in here are awesome. That's why they're here.
What is that, Frank?
It's a brandy, brother.
Brandy?
Saint Remy. Saint Remy. Saint Remy. Yeah, so good. I got my wine here, but I'll go out a bit later before. But I'm staying in here because I see people who I have deep affection for, and I want to kind of give my 2 cents. That's all.
Hey, man. We're happy to have you here.
I know. I have deep affection for you all.
Yeah, this is a kick-ass community. I don't know. Has anybody experienced the other MGTOW communities and stuff out there?
Well, I have, and I've seen the same fucking usury, same bullshit.
Well, similar, but not quite.
I've seen what I don't like about our communities.
Honestly,
That's just
the Emperor's got his shit together. I don't know what the fuck it is. I like this. I like this area here.
Well, that's what somebody said, that there's a lot more. Maybe it was Dak said there's a lot more MGTOW channels and MGTOW people out there.
Indeed, there's a ton, but I'm included to a lot of them. I'm not getting live anything. Everybody's quiet.
I'm not getting a lot of notifications.
Well, I mean, there are channels out there that do have open panels and stuff occasionally, and I find that's probably the best way to go.
I kind of figured some stuff out with YouTube, and it took me like hard thoughts of how to just do it, but it made me really tired at points, and I would love to do YouTube, you know, as well as like MMA and stuff. So,
Well, in my opinion, there are 2 different MGTOW channels. There are those that want to bitch about women, what they should be, and they're not going to be. And there are those that go, you know what, this is a place that men can get together and talk. We can vent. But ultimately, we realize that it's not going to change. So what are you going to do moving forward?
Yep. And you know, I took that conversation we had or you had with Hammer quite seriously when you talked about that.
Yeah.
No, exactly. That's why I was like, look, I mean, I went through the red pill rage. I was married in 2010. Got divorced in 2012 at the very end.
Oh, god damn it.
Well, shit, that's 2 years.
Holy fuck.
2 years.
You
That's
try
a
to beat my
so-
record.
2
I went-
years.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it was like 2.5 years. No, Frank, no. It was. I mean, I lost greatly with that. Like I lost
This
a
area is secure.
brotherhood of
Do you
men that I
have
used
what
to
we
go
require?
camping with, and beer clubs, and hunting, and
What do you desire?
and again,
Silence
look,
is the
part of that is,
surest
yeah, I could go
armor.
back and I could
Let our
probably
will be
reignite
done.
that, but there was a certain amount of shame that I had. Like,
You
dude,
are
like I
prepared
was
the
married to
ritual.
my ex-wife for
Our
2.5
rules must be
years.
convincing if we are to deceive
So
Morbitan.
I could still go back and do that, but regardless, I look at it now, and they've moved on. Many people have moved on from where they are locality-wise or interest-wise or three-gun shooting or what have you. But my thing is that this is not where you were then. This is where you are now. Why are we are so focusing on it's not right. Things should be different. We've been disenfranchised. I get it. It ain't going to change. So what are you going to do moving forward? From my personal perspective, it's all about I am focusing on getting my bag, improving where I am financially today so I have options tomorrow. And that's it.
Exactly.
That's it. That is literally, or enjoying the simple things that I have right in front of me right now, which is a fire pit, my dog. I've got a couple of good friends. That's it. I cannot go back and go, at my age, at 51, I cannot go back and go, gee, I wish things were different. I can reflect on that. I
Make it
can
quick.
focus on that. That's
Correct.
not where I am today.
However, the trap is
So what am I going to do tomorrow to make that better from where I am today? And that's where I feel like there's a huge amount of like MGTOW that they get so wrapped up in where things should be and what should be right, instead of going,
Right.
that's not where you live today.
I'm
Well,
exactly with you, PWS man.
Flipping,
The goddamn you hit a fucking stretch that
Now
is
we lower
dating
Morbitan
fucking
to his doom.
marriage council, and
Master,
amongst males, it's called
our
Nothing Box. You
preparations
found
are
it,
complete.
and
We
it is
await
a
your
place where,
arrival.
hey, there's nothing in the box, and guess what? I'm gonna go there. I'm not gonna have to think about shit. That's the fucking Nothing Box.
Well, that's like what Emperor's doing. I can't physically do what he's doing, so I can support him where I know I'm doing something. You know what I mean? I'm not standing still. It might be Canada. You know what I mean?
I don't
It's a
mind
network.
putting in legwork for things. Like, I just will do everything I can in my abilities to make this world a better place than where we are right now. And really, it don't take fucking
That's
much.
my thing.
And see, you're taking your little guy out with you. That's what my dad did with me. He took me, he didn't pay attention to me all the time, but,
No, but
We
I
were-
mean, if
we were doing
I have
stuff.
to take him with me everywhere, so I have to
It doesn't
continue
take-
doing what I need to
It doesn't-
do, and
Yeah.
keep an eye on him, right, or keep him at least kind of nearby.
oh yeah.
There's a lot of people in churches that I love greatly, and there's a lot of people here. I think this place is in some ways better than the church. And I'm not saying it in a cult way or anything like that. You don't.
I
have to
agree. I agree.
I feel that the people in these places, except for the idiots that come in, and we know who they are. This place is better than, as good as a church. People that we love and cherish. And I don't go to church anymore, but I still give money to it. Because of it.
The way I look at it,
Yes,
I've
the
never
primacy
been
is
much
me.
for the church, right?
I know,
Now,
Chris,
I do understand the concept of it, and I understand how it used
I
to
know,
be.
brother, I know.
Hey, Frankie, straight up, I love you more than church.
But
No,
when I
good
when
here.
I talk to ministers, right, and they give me basically a
We will
Christian fucking answer,
exterminate the
Yeah.
traitors who
my
infest
question's like,
Maldraxxus.
Now there are many exceptions to this. Many. Okay, there are ministers out there. We saw them on TV these last couple years, literally being fucking arrested on the fucking side of the highway, right, for helping
Indeed,
people,
indeed. Sorry.
right? Those are the types of ministers I can get behind. We might not agree on everything, but when it comes down to it, I can get behind them 100%.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of ministers out there that are nothing but fucking. Basically,
Charlottes.
it's their career
Yeah.
because that's where they made the most free money.
Yeah,
It has nothing to do with
they
the
get
people around
paid.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, has nothing to do with the people around them. Look at what I'm doing here right now. Okay, for $250, we're taking a
Wait, you're
broken
getting
unit.
paid?
No, shut up. For $250, right? At a deaf fundraiser, we took a broken ATV, fixed it up, and some little kid is now going to have an ATV that they most likely could not have afforded, right? Because a running one is anywhere between $5 to $1,000, right? 500 to 1,000.
Yeah.
It's given to them freely, right? And it's something they'll have for years. That's something that that's an idea and a concept that might spread just as well, right, as feminism, BLM, fucking Antifa, the fucking toxic masculinity groups. It could be something that you could spread rather than fucking sit here and bitch about it. Let's do something to change it. Let's take an actual action.
I'm in,
And
Chris. Yes.
I want to
Well,
restore the old brotherhood.
look at this way
Fallen
too.
from our...
Look at this way too. A child is getting a great gift, pleasure, and all that with community. So
Yeah.
that's putting in their head that communities come together and good things happen.
yeah.
It's a good
And
point,
Now,
Andy.
now,
that's
why
been
don't we try
lost.
spreading that like cancer? See if maybe that cures our fucking, our community problem that we've literally fucking we did we didn't sell it, we gave it away. We gave away our fucking moral fucking fibers. We gave away our community fucking spirit. We gave away our fucking goddamn decency. And what you got in the end was a fuck society that we're living in right now, where literally all you have to do is have a title and everyone bends the fucking knee.
Yep.
When was the last time anybody fucking stood up like a goddamn leader in your area and led rather than fucking dude, every fucking city that I've lived in, right? The mayor, and I mean this, every fucking one of them. The mayor has only done shit from where he lives to his office or her office. Like the mayor of Victoria, which is a chick, spent $5.5 million putting in a bike lane from her fucking condo to her office.
Wow.
Yeah, and a very nice one with like traffic lights and everything.
Traffic lights?
Oh yeah.
I am so fucking tired of the bike lanes in Omaha, dude. I
But that-
mean, the
I'm sorry.
retardation of it is,
I have
yeah, it
nothing
sounds
against
great.
the bicyclists, okay, but I've also lived in fucking Lloydminster, Alberta, where none of the roads, despite having millions of dollars worth of fucking road equipment for removing snow and shit, none of that equipment got used except for the mayor's house to his office.
That's kind of
And
where
you-
I'm at. There's fucking snow everywhere in Nebraska, you know. In Omaha, there's fucking snow. How who in their right mind is bicycling when it's fucking minus 20? Are you fucking retarded?
No, are we gonna do a dungeon, guys, or what here?
Where's Hemi? I haven't heard from Hemi for a while.
Hemi's been muted. Yeah.
Consummate trading.
Possibly passed out and thinking.
Well, yeah, like, I kind of got the concept mostly from the, like, I'm sure most of you know who Garuda Ghost is, right?
I don't have a target.
Garuda Ghost.
Seen him
Garuda
around, yeah.
Ghost, yeah.
Well, we got Gray Ghost and this Ghost and
Yeah, we won't
goddamn
even
Vedic
start on Grey
Ghost.
Ghost.
Well, I'm just saying we got so many goddamn ghosts.
Well,
MGTOW
Garuda,
Ghost and yeah,
Not
no.
only-
Garuda Ghost was the first person that I went on a live stream with. But he's walked away from the MGTOW community mostly, right?
So,
Because he's like Poopy was saying, nothing is changing. We're not evolving.
Yeah.
We're not coming up with solutions.
Yeah.
We're not
Yeah.
doing things. We're talking. We're not
I mean-
doing. We're talking.
Yeah, Chris, I mean, honestly, there's an element of the MGTOW manosphere that has bitched. And again, I got into this back in 2012 with Coltrane, Barbaroska, Stardust, Coltrane, and nothing, Paul Elam, Karen Strong, nothing has fucking changed. So as much as it's fun, and look, I love, literally I'm sitting in front of a fireside fire pit. I love the fireside chat. I love the camaraderie,
Mhm.
but I cannot, I do not get into that element of, if we did this, this would change, or fuck those women, they're going to understand where they are. They won't. They will not understand it until things completely reset, and they won't recognize it, and they're going to still be the expectations of men. And instead of going, I'm going to wait for that to happen, get your fucking life in order that you
Dude.
don't have to wait for that reset to happen. If it happens, you're already better prepared.
It's gonna happen.
Anyway,
Well,
oh, it will.
exactly like
It's
you're
gonna
saying.
happen.
It
has
is.
to
It
happen.
is. It is happening. And we were talking about like investments or whatever, dude. All right. So, like, all right. Even though the stock markets took a nice bear
I had
bounce,
a weird dream last night, actually.
What?
Oh, I had a weird dream. I don't know. I was paying with like silver ingots or something. Or she didn't have any money, so she gave me silver ingots, and I took them. She gave me like 5 of them. I took 2 of them, and I gave her the 3 back. Then my friend looked at me in my dream, and I was like wondering what I was like. Why'd you just do that?
Right? Hey, you know what, Bingus? My goldfish took a shit the other day, and I really didn't know how to like respond to that. So I was like, "Gee, what do I do?"
The slime protects me.
I just I try to be humble about things. I guess.
Does that
in a way.
resonate at all? Did that like not like reach your perspective?
Oh, you're talking about your goldfish pooping?
No, bro.
I don't know much about.
No,
I mean,
never mind. You know what? Never mind. You don't get it.
What I?
No, I don't.
Bingus, buddy.
Just
you went
listen.
completely off the topic. It was,
Yes.
Sorry, guys.
I think just to address Standing's thought, talking about the reason why a lot of people are here, and some people, but there are so many people who come into this, and it's going to increase on the minute, on the hour. Young men ago, young people that we were all once young. It's going to increase, and like Bingus as well, they are confused. They're confused, and so that's why we have to. And they don't know about Briffault's law. They don't know about all the things that is basically law, and they don't. And there's other deeper concepts I think we should discuss at some stage. And some of them could be deep metaphysical concepts. And I think exactly what Standing was saying, Bingus comes in. Bingus has some very vivid dreams. I'm not speaking out of school. I'm not saying, but some things are better discussed. And sometimes, look, also, I have friends of mine who have very vivid dreams, and so look, no one else. The preacher's not going to help you if you're seeing visions or whatever it is. I'm not saying about anyone here, but so we've got to. That's the thing. There are so many new people coming in, and we want to save our kids from being. We've had people in here, 2 people in here tonight. We had Father, we had Angler, and So it's not that we like are obsessed about a certain topic or anything like that. It's just that we've got to help people, and that's that's why we're here. We're here because everybody here has a good heart, in my opinion. You know, you get the old, you did scorpion, you'll get that now and then, but you'll get glowies and all that sort of stuff. But we're here because there's new people coming in whose girlfriend just shagged Tyrone and Chad and
Frank.
Ryan, and so it's not I don't want to do this shit. Excuse my language, but I don't want to do this. None of us want to do this. But how are we going to help the next people? And we're all like old. We're old bastards.
No,
Except
hey,
for Dingus. Sorry.
No, Frankie. Thank you for maybe providing me some perspective to know that the red pill, there are different elements and different acceptance, and so what you understood 5 years ago is so different than what if you just got experienced to that or exposed to that today. So thank you, because I mean,
hey, Poopy.
Red pill. I was just buying some food in my dream, is what I was saying. Some like, and like, you know how usually. But it wasn't about. I don't really care about girls like that. If you've heard me from the other chats.
no, Bingus. My only comment to you is that I wish that you would listen more than what you derail.
Yeah.
You look at things from a personal, introspective perspective, and you need to challenge that with what's going on.
You got a dead guy back here.
Oh, I know.
Where?
Very dead.
Oh. Hey, Poopy.
Yeah,
I got a quick question for you. Did you see the report on Swiss Credit? They might not be able to cover their liability side of the worksheet.
I did. Yes.
Okay. You
Do
saw
I
that?
do I think that is accurate? No. All right. So.
What about Deutschbank?
Oh well, no. Germany is fucked. I mean,
Well,
that is why. Like, if I could tell you guys, buy UNG, buy natural gas futures, buy energy. That shit is not what you need. WTI, XLE, UNG, VDE. Again, not investment advice, but what we're seeing right now is going to be so fucking worse.
Well, see, that's the reason I just wanted to break in real quick, because in the last 24 hours, I heard Credit Suisse could go under, and Deutsche Bank can go under.
Yep.
So if everybody remembers the Lehman moment in 2008, I believe.
Correct.
It was $266 million that set it up.
That's an explosive result.
Is that when the bank shut down too?
Well, it's 2000.
It was for the CDOs.
Right. But I'm just saying it was like $266 million set that up. That's what I heard. But between Deutsche Bank and Credit Suisse, it's 2.3 trillion.
Yeah, no. So, Indy, I haven't read that per se. For that 2.3 million. I mean, I did see where there's concern that Credit Suisse would not be able to cover their debt obligation.
Yeah.
I mean, I am so conflicted with what we hear from like the immediate mainstream publication versus I'm going to wait to find out more detail behind that.
Well,
So,
I just wanted to bring it up and not derail things. Just, guys, things are getting sketchy out there.
no.
You
Look.
think Frank's sketchy.
Yeah,
Things are getting way more sketchy.
Primo Living BC. Welcome to my channel.
I would
Primo
talk
Living
about more
BC.
stuff that I know,
Said.
but I
Chaos, what's up,
you
brother?
think Frank has the
Just stopping by to
herpes
leave a like
herpes?
before bed.
No.
Ciao, brother,
Poopy,
clinking beer mugs.
I have seen Frank drink CCP vodka. CCP vodka.
Okay, Indy. I'm drinking with Indy. I miss Indy a lot too.
He had it. CCP vodka.
Well, hey, hey, for what it was worth, my dog's name is Stoli. Why? Because he's a liquor.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
having
What up, Pump?
Shut.
Did you guys ever find Hemi?
Yeah, Hemi's
What's that?
here somewhere.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if Hemi. I haven't seen the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of
the
quiet.
nut bud come off.
Hey, so Indy, in response to your question, dude, I would be 40% liquid cash, and I get it. Inflation eats up 8-9% of that. But fuck me. Like
With you,
I
Frank.
would not be any type of tech stocks. I own a bunch of Microsoft, Google, Apple. I'm out. I am all in on WTI, UNG, VCMDX, commodities, and I may ride that for the next year, year and a half, depending on what happens. But we're going to find out. So the Fed was supposed to come out yesterday and
Yep.
reveal what they've had a quote unquote secret meeting, and nobody, like the markets don't know. And we had a bear cat bounce, in my opinion, but we had to bounce in the markets there. Do I think that that's going to be sustained? I am very suspect. Because ultimately, energy runs everything, and what we're doing in America, we have basically released the SPR. We have we have the Nord Stream 1 and 2 pipeline shut down.
Blown
We
up.
We're
have
fucked.
Yeah. So Germany is really fucked. Like if I were going to do any type of currency play, I would short the Deutsch, but I don't play in that market. But the whole point is that like there is not a safe space to go to. Like bonds got beaten down so bad, where there's a lot of speculation that the Fed Powell will have to pivot, because if you see the dollar continue to rise, when the dollar
You will
rises,
not
bonds
stop
go
me.
down, because it like the dollar is more of a safe haven than
No
you have
target has escaped me.
short-term, long-term
My
bond debt,
blades will
right?
rend your flesh.
Ow.
Sorry, I don't mean to derail this, but what I'm
Fear
saying
the
to
dagger in
everybody,
the dark.
keep your powder dry.
We're fucked.
If you're young, dollar cost average.
I will slay you
I mean,
where
literally,
you
if you're like
stand.
25, 30, 35, fucking put your
A
money into the
single
market. Be
scratch
smart
is
about
all
your
it will
allocation,
take.
but continue to dollar cost average. If you're 45, 50, man, you need to be very
I will
aware
slay
of what's
you where
going
you
on, where your
stand.
assets are placed.
Vengeance
Now,
I'm gonna figure something out. That's all I know, and I'm gonna have a lot of money when I do. But
well, if you're,
hopefully the world
hey
isn't
Bingus, if you're
desperate as
young,
shit to that time.
hey Bingus, like what we talked about the other night, if you're young, if you are not taking advantage of your 401k match, you're a fucking idiot.
Yep.
That's free money.
Yes, it is.
That was one of
Basically,
the
in your
things the
youth.
that was one of the things the last group of people I worked for did. They matched. They had a 401k and they matched what I put into.
Basically, in your youth, if you ain't fucking putting in your 401k, you're fucking up. You have the opportunity to put into your retirement ahead of time. Don't fuck around. Start now. Work within your means. Pay, fucking get your finances in check, and that's the smartest move you can make.
Yep.
Like at your fucking the earliest you have.
And whatever you make, you didn't make that. You made 10% less, put that 10% in, post-tax, and
Hookers
dollar
and
cost
blow.
average it in. Well, yeah, right? Hey,
10% hookers.
Hookers and
Off the top.
cocaine.
Off the top.
Machine lifestyle.
if you did,
Yee.
That's one tiger blood.
if
Tiger
you had
blood.
been super like my ass was, yeah,
What are
that
you
would
gonna do
be
with
a
that
better
Powerball?
return.
Hookers and cocaine.
Hey guys, am I echoing at all?
No.
Time
No.
to
Okay, cool.
feed.
No, but like I said, that's a bit off the rail for us, but normally.
Well, my thing
I
is,
don't
guys,
find it
just
bad
get
conversation, so.
get ready. It's coming.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, and it all, I mean, Indy, it all goes back, and Chris, what we talked about, it all goes back to we are not going to change where we are today.
No.
Oh, hell no.
So why focus in? We can bitch and moan like, oh, women are, you know, they're fucking sluts, whores, they're optimistic, narcissistic, hyperchromistic. Yes, we get that.
A little bit of venting helps, though.
It does. It does. I mean, without a doubt. Like,
I'm not saying we should vent and like, oh, this should be like this and this should be like that. But a little bit of fucking venting helps. Like Saunders came here to vent.
Absolutely.
And
forward.
most of us vented and made it through our fucking situations because we had somewhere to vent. You'll explode if you don't fucking vent.
Correct.
You will
So
fucking implode.
And go in a dark place.
And that's where I like, you know, I complimented Indy. Like, I have to understand that people are at different stages of that red pill. I don't even want to call it rage. It's more awareness.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, like you know, there's times in which I just need to shut the fuck up and let you know.
Dude, so like I was like doing bouncing work and stuff at a club on Oktoberfest, and freaking this like 40-year-old blonde chick like accused me of like touching her butt. It's so packed in there. I just got there and I was like, what the fuck? I was talking about this last night. I was
You know,
like,
Biggest, that shit happens, man. When you're packed in a situation, the situation's not cool. Back in like 1995, when I was at a Godsmack concert, a goddamn bitch got pissed off at me because I fucking rode into her. I got rode into her because guess what? You're in the fucking stand-up
You're in the
area.
mosh.
You're in the stand-up area, and the waves happen, and she did not like that I walked into her. And guess what? Guess what? Somebody walked into me. That's the fucking story of life. But guess what? Back then, not so prevalent that you'd be accused of some bullshit, and now you're you, and you got to be a little more careful about that shit.
yeah, well, all the bouncers, we all got each other's backs and stuff. So like, we were like, you know, like, what the fuck, bitch? Like, you being serious? Excuse my language, but like, you know, like, it's like you can get in a lot of trouble for that, and like, you know, go to that bar. You're not allowed here. Like, not just that. Like, I wasn't even.
How dare you?
I was like, are you serious? Like, like,
What the hell is that, Frank scream?
Right
What the hell is that? Oh, Frank.
Actually, I kind of like it, Frank. You ought to do that more often. Just creep in like that. Like, hi, I'm Frank. Stop being a dick.
Biggest, you got lucky, dude.
Yeah, you're not guaranteed the bouncers got your side. The bouncers could also be fucking the fucking, you know, half the people they let in. You never know.
Gotta worry about too. Are the bouncers fucking the broad that's trying to get you thrown out? Because if that's happening,
go.
Hell yeah.
then you're guaranteed to get the fuck out of there.
we got all each other's backs. We all do MMA, so.
Thought somebody popped in, but it. Oh, there they are.
Well, see, that's what I thought.
And it's full of
Something
other
moved.
people
Frank
calling
moved.
football
That's all I
players and
know.
stuff.
Frank moved. That's all I know.
Brother Doug, what's going on, brother?
Hi, Emperor of Freedom. This
What's
is a
up, Douglas? How you
fantastic
doing, brother?
stream. Hey,
You-
I
You
love
been
you
here?
guys, man. I've been
Doug,
listening to
Doug
all
wouldn't
night.
post the damn link for me. I just want to let that be
I
known.
don't know how to.
Doug, how long you been here, bud?
Doug, it's all your fault, brother.
About
Tonight.
6.5 years, but I
No,
don't
tonight,
know how
tonight,
to post.
tonight.
Backstage?
Yes, yeah.
6.5 years?
No, just a few
Oh.
minutes. I don't know how to post a link, but I just wanted to say, man, this is a great group of guys, man. Y'all are awesome. And sorry, Indy, for not dropping the link. I don't know how to do it.
Well, like I said, Doug, and I've said it a million times, and I'll say it a million more if I fucking have to. I don't condone the usury of most mid-chow channels now, and most of these channels that are coming out, even though they're guys, they're just as bad as fucking Roma Army.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
and I can't take part in that. I just
No, I've
fucking
ran
can't.
into Doug before. Doug is a pretty good dude.
Right? Okay,
Your
can you
dad's
stop
all up.
fucking interrupting me?
Sorry, not me.
Sorry.
No, I
Drink.
love everybody here, man.
I'm drunk.
You want me to show you my hard places?
Hey, Monster 60 died
Why is he dying?
because the idiot went and pulled everything.
You're
Hey,
fucking
CDP,
kidding.
good to see you, brother.
Good to see you, Doug.
Kick him.
Dougie,
Boot him.
Dougie, Dougie.
Boot him.
Yeah, nice to see you.
You're a
Dude.
smart dude.
Hey, Doug, when you get through training, where are you going to be stationed?
Sioux City, Iowa.
Where do you got to train? Kansas City?
Yeah, it's a week in Sioux City, and then it's on the train the second week, and it just kind of rotates every other week for 17 weeks.
So you're training in the same spot that you will be stationed to?
Yeah, because the sign-on bonus, if I take it, and I haven't taken it yet, but if I take it, I have to
look
live
at
in
the
Sioux
small
City.
print. Look at the small print.
I will.
You know,
I
that
need an
bonus.
attorney on it. I need a lawyer to look
Yeah,
at this
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Really.
yeah.
Because if they fire me for any
Doug?
reason, I'll have to pay that money back, and
don't
I'll
want
just be
that.
screwed for life.
Yep.
So that's why I was like, should I
I
even
ain't
take
thinking about getting married either, but
Hey, Doug.
Well, I've been in machine shops where they said, "Oh, we'll train you and pay for your tooling and stuff like that." Give them $15,000 in debt, and if they quit within 2 years, you have to pay all that back.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah, they
that's
will
what I'm
fuck
looking
you.
at, Indy. Yeah.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah.
Look, man, I am not an attorney by trade, but I deal in contracts every day. If you're amenable, I'd be happy to take a look at it and give you my 2 cents and say, hey,
Yeah.
these are red flags that I would say I want either clarification or I want delineation.
Yeah.
And not verbal. You need to have
In
that
writing.
absolutely in writing, and say these are my concerns. What do you mean by this section paragraph? I mean, I work in contracting with healthcare systems, insurance companies, so been through a couple litigations. Look, I'm not trying to tout myself. I would be a layperson other than my 20 years of experience in looking at contract law. And
I did a little bit of production for a little bit with machining and you know, making glass for fairings on motorcycles and stuff like that. Yeah. Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
Well, guys, let's stop the interruption because Jesus Christ, we can't seem to get anybody to finish a fucking thought before we're on to the next one. Please, let's hold off on the interruptions. Sorry, pooping. Go ahead.
no, I mean, hey, Doug, you know, like if you're comfortable with me taking a look at it, I'd be happy to say I'll go through it, give you my 2 cents, and say, yeah, this is vague. You need to clarify that. You need to get them to outline in writing exactly what that is. What is the payback? If there's a violation of what your employment contract is, what's the penalty? Yeah, like if you're already coming into that with that perspective, I would say, man,
Yeah, I got burned
again.
before. Yeah, I got burned with a trucking company before who fired me when I came off the road with my trainer, and then they said, "Oh, by the way, you owe us $7,000."
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh gosh, I don't have $7,000." So they turned it over to collections and destroyed my credit score.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah,
And
sorry, man.
I had a 700 credit score. It's now under 5.
Yeah.
Because of that one mark.
Yeah.
So now I see this with the railroad because they all said, yeah, $20,000 is yours, but you have to be in this city for 3 years, and we need you to sign this and email it to us. And I saw it, and I was like, wait a second. I better let a fucking lawyer look at this. but I'll take the job, but I'm thinking to turn down the bonus,
I will
even though
dissect you myself.
other railroaders like, no, you'll be fine, just go ahead and take it. I'm like, no, wait a second, maybe I shouldn't take it. What if they fire me 2 weeks in? I owe them 20 grand.
Yeah,
Well, that's just
I would
it.
I would look at what is the penalty that you don't fulfill your contract terms, you know, because I'm sure you've got a signing bonus, right?
Yeah, yeah. Fortunately,
So,
I have the papers, but I've signed them, but I haven't emailed them to them yet. I wanted to sit through orientation first.
Dude, you don't even know if you're gonna like this job.
No,
well, that's gonna be, sorry, orientation is a bunch of, I'm sorry, but a bunch of fucking women that sit there and like rah and here's
Except
all
it's
the
not women,
great-
it's a bunch of dudes. That's what's
Uh,
fucking annoying about it.
Yeah,
No,
I mean, my
generally a bunch
experience
of
is like
guys.
Fortune 50 companies are mainly.
Well, this
women
ain't
that-
Fortune 50. This is fucking Union Pacific Railroad, and this is like fucking the same shit I had to deal with in the Union, which was like steam fitters. We're dealing with a fuckload of dudes who are like this.
So, go.
The retardation only magnified by the fact that it's not girls, it's guys.
I just got back. Quick question: have you guys reached 60 yet?
Slime on you.
No.
I haven't reached 40 yet. I'm pretty close.
Where'd Hemi go? Hemi's gone.
Another 8
No,
years
Hemi's
to
there.
go on that one, but
I'll meet it in November. You know, Indy, if that helps you. You know.
Nah,
I'll share hot chocolate or whatever the fuck.
we're talking level.
hey, so Andy, like, is a question? Like, I think we were talking about this the other night. Like, should you take Social Security early or take it delayed? No.
No, my thing is, it's better to take Social Security as early as you can.
Yeah, if you don't have kids or a spouse, fuck yeah, take it.
Well, it's just the money you take then,
And don't do Roth
and
conversions.
keep working. You don't understand when you can take Social Security. If you keep working, you're leaving that money on the table.
An infusion of aggression should
So
do
if
nicely.
you can get, okay, theoretically, $500 a week Social Security. If you keep working,
What
you
this
might
needs
make
is some
$800
flesh.
a week.
Consume.
But you have to understand, you're still leaving that 500 on the table.
Had it.
Yeah, most
Because I mean, you
Most
can
that-
keep
So you
working to
emerge
get a bigger
victorious.
benefit, but it's like $62. You know what I'm saying here and there.
No,
People
no,
don't
I mean,
understand.
no,
You're leaving the 500 on the table.
absolutely. And so
When I-
if you were to work like let's say you're 55 and you're like, because again, Social Security only looks at your top 35 gross. So whatever, if you made 10,000 when you're 25 and you made say 100,000 when you're 60, so that will be foregone. But you also have to understand income gross adjustment that takes place. So if you were to work at 60 for another 100,000 for the next 2 or 3 years until you're 63, the amount of money that you would actually be able to capitalize on is maybe $200 a month.
Right.
So again, it's all about expenses. It's not about what you make. It is
It's all
all
about the
about
numbers.
expenses.
It's all about the numbers.
And when you're telling me that you could live like $18,000 a year, I'm like, dude, why are you still working?
Yeah.
You have a pension, you have a fully paid off home. What are you doing? Like, fucking enjoy life.
I'm kind of trying to work on that right now, man. I'm fucking I'm got 19,000 down, 19,000, and I pay off my home. After that, this might be fucking whatever the fucking tax rate is around here, which is fucking like $400 per trimester or whatever. So that plus bills, I'm looking at maybe 3,000 a year, maybe.
Yeah.
3,000 total a year. Quit
Maybe.
your job tomorrow. Work part time.
But I gotta pay my house off first.
Take ACA. Well, yes, yeah, you should do that.
But
I just want,
like I said, I got 19,000 to pay it off. But I'm looking at maybe 3,000, maybe 4,000 a year. And that's my home, and you know, not including the bills. Bills is like close to 500. So
Yeah, me personally, I would not invest in the stock market. I would pay off that mortgage and be free and clear.
that's
Like
what I'm
Dave
working on.
Ramsey, you know, I mean, I think he's a fucking cuck. But again, Bingus, I don't know if you're still listening, but dude, pay whatever you make now.
Not stop me. People talking,
Just
trying to get used to holding my composure and stuff.
A single
I just want
scratch is all
to
it will take.
be able to relax and
No
live
target
Frank's
has
lifestyle.
escaped me.
I mean, it's
Frank's
so laid
lifestyle.
back, rock style. It's kind of more of a rock star.
Demise comes from the
Frankie,
You get-
Frankie,
he gets
are you
rock
doing
star
something I'm
parking.
not
Andy.
doing?
Andy, you're there, in my opinion. I mean, I would have to look at your where you
A
are, but
single
right
scratch
now,
No, I'm
is
not
all
Frank's
it will
level.
take.
No.
you're
He-
dude,
I
you
will
have
slay
a
you where
fully
you
paid off, and you got a
stand.
pension without mortgage. Come on,
Frank's
man.
got a
I mean,
guitar though.
I've got a guitar. That's
Yeah. I mean,
Wait,
yeah,
did I miss something? Did I miss something? Like I'm about to pay my mortgage
A
off. I'm not
single
even hit 40,
scratch is all
and
it will take.
I don't have a wife. I don't have kids. I don't have fucking mortgages or any of that other shit. Yeah, all that
you
shit's
got a
gone.
guitar?
I got a shotgun,
He's
dude.
taking the piss out of you, CDP.
Damn. Can you play
if you got a
Stairway to Heaven?
shotgun, you could get a guitar.
That's right.
Can you play Stairway to Heaven?
Hell,
I can never
actually,
play That's like the
no,
I can't
no, I
stand
can
it.
play Smoke on the Water.
The light's off too. I have to turn the bloody light on. I play him indie.
He can't see the goddamn strings to play.
I know how to play some songs that, like,
Indy's taking the mickey out of me.
like I haven't even.
Guys, you can't take life seriously. Just
Yeah.
like you heard Saunders come in here.
Yeah.
He's all, guys, I was
I agree.
Saunders 10 times back in the day.
He was rightfully Saunders, though.
Yeah.
My God.
But I'm just saying that it can get you to a point it'll drive you crazy.
well,
I'm kind of like Pop.
But you're
Dark
kind of
humor.
you're kind of in the
Dude.
position. He's kind of in the position where, God damn it, he
That was
doesn't
the
want
most
his kids to
brilliant
turn
thing
into
I've
shit,
ever
right?
heard. That was the most brilliant thing I've ever heard. Thank you, Andy. That was the most brilliant fucking thing I've ever heard.
What?
You can't take this shit seriously.
Well, if you don't have anything invested, but like I said, Saunders got kids involved. You know, that's not
But see,
something.
even if you got something invested though, that can go way over.
Well, true, but at the same time, you're gonna give a fuck. You can't stop giving a fuck unless you're a psychopath. And that's kind of where Saunders is at. He's like,
You know, like Saunders literally could die tomorrow, right? And I could die tomorrow.
Don't worry about that.
There's an element where there's a balance between live for today and plan for tomorrow.
well, there's a part of that. I totally agree because there's what you can do and what you can't do, and that's where you're at.
That's the thing, CDP. Yeah. Saunders can't do anything about the situation he's in, and that's the state.
But he's gonna do everything he can.
But
Yeah.
we're guys. We're like, we can do this.
That's
we're,
it.
We're like Indy said, we're guys. We're always in
on
fucking
top of
scratching
that,
moonshine.
You know,
I
failure's
love
not an
that.
option.
Well, failure is an option if you want, death.
No, failure is
Yeah.
not an option.
My dad.
Or death.
Hey, you know what? Failure is always an option with OnlyFans. It is an option.
Well,
anyway.
once again, by the way, sorry.
Well, pooping while standing.
I've still got Emperor stuff here. We're going to have to do something. Scotty's got to put some feet photos on this, but Emperor's not got back to me on that.
Yeah, what can I say, man? I can't find people that are willing participants to go up.
I can do it. I can do it.
You can do it.
Awesome.
Wait.
We can
All right, we might have some content finally, other than Scotty's feet.
get some. You can get some
I'm
dogs.
so down for that. That's like,
I'm down. Scotty's side. Feet.
If you want to be on my OnlyFans and make me some money, just fucking message me in Discord.
Super. I'm here.
Sweet. Come on, man. I got fucking shit that I need to do.
Hey,
No,
Emperor, do you have your own pasta sauce now?
Oh, have I created my own special blend?
Yes.
No.
Pasta
What
sauce.
the?
That sounds really.
It's extra creamy and pesto.
Yeah. I mean, I can whip something up.
Is that like the vodka sauce? Like extra creamy?
Every time I walk away from these meetings, I walk away with a little more wisdom. Thank you, guys.
Brother, that's what we're here to do. We're here to pass on our knowledge and, make an OnlyFans.
And bad imagination picks in your brain.
I love it, Indy.
It haunts me.
Cheers, Indy. Cheers, brother.
Cheers, Frankie. And whoever else.
Drink.
Indy, are you drinking?
Drink. Oh, hell yeah.
Can I cheers you too, man? Because you're awesome.
Chaos. Chaos. This is the chaos. He just did.
Chaos.
And
Dingus.
Easy
on
Bong
the
hit.
bong here, bro.
Bong hit.
Yeah, who hit that?
That was Dingus.
Crazy,
got healing to do,
crazy
fucker.
drunk and pooping.
No, I'm just giggling my ass off like a fucking girl.
Has anybody answered the door and just everyone's coughing in the goddamn house, smoke's rolling outside, and the pizza guy's sitting there like, what the fuck?
Andy, I'm in my own house, dude.
No, we had a guy trying to sell us cable. Fucking, we opened the door. He's like, "Damn, it smells really good in here."
I met some really cool guitar players on YouTube the past couple of weeks because I know how to play too. I didn't really want to dedicate stuff for
And they were high,
and all that, but I was like, there's only so much you can do in life, I guess.
Fingers plays good guitar. He's got some good. Fingers is pretty good, and I know his age. He's a young man. He's good. He could, at the age of 30, he could be a good guitar player. Really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna play something, but we're in a stream, so it's kind of like I'm not gonna play that.
There will be no music in my stream. Copyright.
Yeah, we don't want to get copyright.
Yeah, I play exactly certain songs. So.
Hey, you know what? Dear Mr. Fantasy, play us the tune. Play us something that's.
I don't want to play
that. This is not a. What was it? Jack Black and Tenacious D. This is not.
Oh Jesus! You're gonna get me.
The greatest song in the world.
But Chris, if it belongs to him, then
Yeah.
well, if I played Stairway to Heaven now, it belongs to Frankie. So,
Yeah, Tenacious D like this one.
What a beautiful riff that song is. Oh my.
Oh,
No
my
offense,
God.
Frank.
Boy,
The algorithm
Brian.
probably wouldn't pick it up.
Rick,
Boy,
yeah.
I'm just saying. I don't know. You know. I don't know how well you can play, but I doubt the algorithm will pick it up.
Oh, yeah, all right. Okay,
You have to be reasonably close.
We'll have to do it.
Oh, fuck. Alright, I want to listen.
See what you fuckers have started now?
That's what I'm talking
So
about.
I can play Stevie Ray Vaughan, Santana, anything.
I don't know.
I can play classical, anything. I used to have a stream.
I don't believe in love.
Oh my
What was
God.
that?
Queen's right. Queen's right.
Ah, there was that one. Yeah, I
Hey, you
never.
remind me of a babe.
Excuse me.
Look, I can't do karaoke. No. No, 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 no.
Get enough liquor in me. I could
Ooh,
carry you.
silent lucidity.
No.
Yes, you don't even drink.
It's funny how enough
I'm actually trying to
I never
sober up.
said I didn't drink. I just
Oh,
don't
guys, all I hear is
drink that
feedback.
often.
Uh-oh.
Canceling the stream. Everybody out. All I hear is feedback.
Feedback.
It's not Stairway to Heaven.
No, that's silent lucidity.
That's not the
Means you're
forbidden song.
Yeah, it's the forbidden one. Yep.
I wanted fucking Stairway to Heaven.
This is for the Emperor.
Thank you there.
Oh, hell.
You played jazz style kind of in a way. Frankie,
Jazz metal? I love it.
you kind of well, Frankie has that style. I don't know if he's ever learned it, but I just actually learned about it recently, and it sounds like you play a jazz style a little bit, Frankie.
I'm gonna fucking die here, dude.
I ain't gonna die. The other guy might
fucking
die
die.
if he keeps it fucking up.
You're not gonna die. Chaos is healing you.
These guys are fucked up by the numbers.
Hemi keeps pulling shit. Come on.
Oh, Hammy keeps fucking dying. I keep having to rhythm.
Thank you, Tim.
Well,
So
where's
good.
Chaos on Hemi?
Chaos?
Getting
Yeah.
high.
My job is to
Chaos
keep
doesn't see me.
My job is to keep the tank alive. Fuck everybody else.
Tried to
I'm a
teach him how to-
traditional healer, god damn it.
He's
God damn it.
traditional.
You don't want to get
Traditional.
hit. You don't want
Drink.
to. Oh no, you get
Yes, indeed.
avoid
Yes.
damage. It's not my
Let's,
job.
let's drink. Let's
I am
drink
not
Frankie
obligated to
and
heal
Andy.
everybody else.
Doug, Indy. Yeah, that's right. Chaos, Smoke.
I'm gonna have to remember
Keep
that.
coughing.
I'm
Chaos,
like when
keep coughing.
like when people give me like shit in a party, I'm like, I'm a traditional healer, y'all. That's good. I'm gonna have to remember
Hey,
that one.
yeah, traditional
My
healer.
sole purpose is to keep the tank the fuck alive. Fuck all y'all.
I'll be
Well,
like,
Face me.
Ah,
shit,
what
I'm
the
sorry.
shit?
Primary healer keeps the tank alive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Secondary healer keeps everybody else alive.
Oh,
We
the
don't.
closest
We're
to
Do
a
not
not
in a
cross
fucking
streams.
raid.
The closest to
We're
a
in a
secondary
5-man dungeon.
healer we have
Yeah.
There's one
is
fucking
this
healer.
druid.
hey, so how many of my brothers have heard of the solo stove?
The what?
A what?
It's called
We
the
need to get
solo
closer.
stove.
What, the Amish motherfuckers?
He's on OnlyFans?
No, it's not Amish that I know of.
Are you sure?
I'm out of
Are you
range.
sure that shit ain't made by the fucking Amish?
It could be because it's
You know, there's
fucking
guitar
brilliantly
players out there that
Oh,
A
I'm
circular
dead.
barrel with that
I'm
fucking
dead.
exterior
That's
oxygen
you
bullshit.
got too far ahead of me,
Chaos
man.
is
Sorry.
jumping around on a fucking piece of wood, and he
I
got
got
me fucking
stuck.
killed. You got no. You're fucking jerking off.
Oh, I was far
Look,
from
and now you
jerking
pulled
off.
the side mod.
God
God damn. How did this all get so fucked up?
No.
even like
You
Jack
got
Black,
ahead of
like
me.
Somebody started talking about solo stove, and then we got confused and shit. Which I could swear that the solo stove was built by fucking Amish motherfuckers.
It could be, but let me tell you, if they did it, they did a
Fuck.
fucking magnificent job.
Well,
I mean,
well,
it's
okay,
crazy,
So,
crazy
Solo stove
cost.
is also at solo stove. There's also a Brio, so you got their
Rhea,
knockoff.
yes, correct.
what
So,
is any of this
Solo
stuff?
stove was supposedly, I think, was made by Amish.
Don't die.
No.
Yeah, like the Amish took the time to weld that shit together.
I mean, literally, like if you look at what it is, and you would be like, "There's no fucking way I'm spending $500 plus, you know."
Oh, I'm a fucking
accessories."
idiot. I'll spend that because I got the money to do so. I'm willing to spend a fucking $1,000 on a goddamn Vive, a VR system that I can put in my fucking living room because I'm a retard.
Wait, okay, so you could do that, but you couldn't donate to help a brother out?
What? What do you need?
But did you not see the fundraiser I'm doing?
No.
What the fuck?
I'm a cheap bastard, dude.
Shinobi Wan.
I'm half
You see what I
Asian,
mean?
Welcome to my channel.
What's
what
up,
I mean?
Shinobi? How you
Shinobi
doing,
Wan
brother?
Half Asian.
said,
Half
Is
Asian.
Yo-yo
Shinobi
plus
here?
one
You know,
shield
my
shield.
mother
He's in my
fucking was
chat.
born broke as fuck.
Hey, congratulate him on his new lamb.
The only reason she kicked ass because she was the oldest sister, and she was born a fucking dragon.
Now
Hey,
you got
hey, hey.
dragons in your family?
Well, I'm a dog, my brother's a cock, and I don't know what the fuck you are.
I'm an emperor.
Chaos.
Emperor.
It's funny that you have
will
like
be
the no-no
brought to
square and like don't
justice.
touch my mustache.
You dare
That's kind of
deny me the
Shinobi
sky?
Wan
yeah,
Then
Japanese.
shall
If
Nothing.
you know what
answer in
I mean.
kind.
Foolish
Excuse me.
paragon.
God damn it.
There is nothing you can do to
Alright, I
stop
need to get
Hey,
a coffee
but-
break in. at the
Yeah,
end of
just
this.
a dog pile on.
No matter.
Chris's,
My minions
yeah.
are in.
I'm
Shinobi
not
Wan
sure who was just talking
said,
there,
nothing.
but yeah,
But
if you
I'll
know
say
who,
he said
like,
something
what
because
real
I'm a
is,
silly AI.
Serve me again.
Solo
I
stove,
speak
like,
pretty
dude, you
fluent
know, like that's money.
It's Bingus that was talking.
It's not cheap.
Spend it, yeah. Like, I mean, you know, throw some shekels towards
Shinobi Wan
Chris's,
said,
you know,
I
gig.
tell you AI,
I mean,
I didn't
look, I'm
say
not gonna
that.
put you on the
I
spot,
seriously said something.
I mean, you know, what a eighth of quart of wood would probably be $15.
Your arrival proved timely, yet the
Yeah, but I'm
battle
not buying
rages
either.
on.
Man up real
We
quick.
cannot rest until these
Yeah.
invaders are purged from our skies.
My grandpa in Japan actually was really good at every
I will
instrument
lead
he
the
played.
Emperor while my
And
disciples
Welcome
he
to
was
my
also
channel.
an
the
artist,
necropolis.
and
Indim Town
Let
every
us end
said,
this atrocity.
all the things in
Shinobi you.
Naruto that you see, those balls that you see in Naruto, he did
Shinobi
origami
Wan
too, and
said,
he taught me a lot of
Brother
origami.
Indim Town shield.
All the balls that you see,
Who's got this? Who's
and
got a stream going in the background?
I
They need to
don't
mute
know.
that stuff. I can hear myself.
I farted.
I see Angler's in the chat. Angler, what's up, brother?
There you go.
sorry, that was my guitar. It really echoes because the yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Hey,
Oh, here we go.
For those that don't know it or not, I don't. Shinobi has a new member of the family.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah.
That's the
I
video I
didn't
just
know my
uploaded earlier.
grandpa was like, well, he's like a famous artist in Japan, and I didn't even know that, like, and when I saw the, like, art and everything, and then it
Shinobi
was,
Wan
like,
said,
it's
coming into a cool
did
spring night.
Naruto.
Let us hope we are high enough
I
to
was
avoid the
like,
frost.
holy shit.
I'm high enough.
I used to
And
ride
it's
in
the
the
lamb.
front basket in Japan, of my grandpa's bike. We used to ride around.
Hey, Chaos, can they hear us on your stream?
Yes.
I hear that noise in the
They can?
background.
Yeah,
we're hearing
there's like some serious feedback going on in the background.
It's
so
probably all in Bingo.
Lovely.
somebody has a stream playing in the background.
Yeah.
Watch it, please.
Yeah, I'm hearing it too, Chaos.
I just didn't know if Shinobi can hear us.
Or
I
if
think
you're on
it's-
the phone and you don't have earbuds in.
I got headphones on. I can tell you straight up. Everybody else is coming in clear. Bingus is coming in not clear, but he's also muting his mic in between. So he's being very disciplined on that. But that's what it is.
Could be my OnlyFans. I was like streaming and trying to get free content. You know.
Well, you gotta shill it through your Instagram.
It's you guys.
Hey, Bingus, you're
Yeah,
double
it's
streaming
coming
here.
from,
Frankie,
Is
when
it
did
me?
you fall in love with music?
Oh, I love music, brother. Yeah, I do. A lot of people love music here. Yeah, I do. I do. Yeah.
Just
I'm
real quick.
I'm in awe of it because I can tell you love it, and I'm just like, dude, that's awesome.
What's your favorite song, Doug? Like, do you have some?
Oh,
Or some?
that's a
No, I
hard
can't
one.
say favorite, but some.
Oh gosh, I love.
Shinobi Wan
I'll have to
said,
think about this for. A
I hear you,
That's all
I
right.
hear
I'm
the
not
AI,
putting you on the spot,
but
brother,
the
at all.
text-to-speech is mixing my
Grateful
words cause
Dead,
she hates me
Who,
cause she ain't it.
Stones,
I'm
Kings.
a old school thrash metal fanatic, so my bands are kind
Dokken.
of
Indian
Pantera, Slayer,
said,
Black Sabbath.
Shinobi bring mom and baby into snuggle.
Okay.
But I do love Elton John, though. I do love Elton John.
Okay. Well, give me a moment, bro, and I'll try and put something up for you, brother.
Tiny Dancer with like really like resonated with me. Okay.
You know what? That was the exact song that come to my head when he said fucking Elton John.
I was just thinking about
Tiny
the Lion King.
Tiny Dancer, hold me closer, Tiny Dancer.
I was thinking like, you know, when Michelle Obama and, you know, Barack, like they had their wedding dance, that was the song that Michelle Obama.
Mitchell's doing it because of my glasses.
Actually, Tiny
Mitchell.
Yeah, when their two dicks touch,
Mitchell.
yeah.
Exactly.
Play Mitchell. My glasses, Elton, fucking excuse my language. Elton bloody John.
Like
I wish
said,
I knew the answer to that
think
question.
that-
I'm gonna have to go back and ask myself, what the fuck is my favorite
Shinobi
song?
Wan said,
When
my brother's ours is the rite of
became
passage,
the first
not for us nor
transgender
manhood,
fucking
but for
first
the right
lady,
of our great future.
I think
To
it
make a
was,
place worth living
kind of a
in.
brave moment.
We cannot be the ones to doom us for all time.
Hey, and we
are.
all know that's why, what's her name? The comedian, oh, fuck me.
My favorite song
Great.
is Children of the
Yeah,
Dead.
Joan Rivers.
She got knocked
Yeah,
off.
Joan Rivers. Yeah, she got fucking axed for that.
Yeah, she got knocked off for telling the truth. That's some bullshit.
Yep.
Whoa, what'd she say?
She said,
My-
"Oh yeah, Barack's married to a tranny," and bam, and they
She was
said-
dead like 2 months later. Yeah.
They said she died of Botox. Bullshit.
Indian Tao said, the future.
But just
Shinobi
ignore
Wan
that like whole
said,
dancing stream on
we are
Ellen
those
that
men
she
whom can
had
change the
that was
fate of
not
our race.
penis. That
For
was like
humanity,
nickel
we will
in her,
change the
like,
stars. Outlive the
pockets,
chaos in
you
the
know?
skies. The signs have been seen in the land and the people.
Kinda like, you know,
It's our time.
I'm gonna have
Now.
to go with Corn Blind. That's my fault. That's my song.
That's a good song.
For me, that would be such a tough. Like it would be. It would really depend on
Shinobi Wan
you.
said,
I was a kid, man.
neither Skynet nor the elite will crumble our resolve to make a world worth living in.
Can you name one song that would
Indian
be
Tao
that is
said,
what resonates with you?
I'm
Shinobi
not
is
saying it
into
resonates
Chris
with
Mitchell
me.
stream.
It resonates with me now. I'm gonna say it's the song that got me, like, it was like
Groove?
when I decided to buy a fucking album. That was the song.
My dad really loved the Moody Blues, and I'm trying to think of the song.
Shall be laid to
I mean, if we want to talk about bullshit
Indian
about
Tao
today's time,
said,
Wrong person.
big group here.
I'm
Here.
gonna say that.
Isn't life strange?
Oh,
What's
fucker.
his name? What's his name? What's his name? Fucking
none.
Chaos, get on the spelling.
that dickbag.
Indian Tao said, speed divided by
It's a
ch.
good song, Dougie. Yeah.
The chill.
Fuck, I can't think of the same. Fucking name.
And then Pink Floyd has
None can escape the storm.
Crazy Diamond.
Shine on You, Crazy Diamond. Yeah. That's
Yes.
I mean, great tune. I mean, do you not? All right, so like I was hanging out with some friends from the pool and neighbors, and there was an element of where we have to play what everybody else loves to listen to and they resonate with. And for me, it's just that is I've heard that so many times.
I got my battle ready.
Oh, I was gonna say like my one of my songs is like Tom McDonald's fucking Pick one.
Yeah, Tom McDonald puts out some really good fucking music.
Fake woke.
Dude, he is
I would go with like
Clown
I would say the
Mod
I'd
World.
say I would say the song that probably has like the least political bullshit would be "Don't Look Down."
Oh, let's see one he just
Riot.
Victory.
Yeah.
Against a
I don't know how you fucking all fucking came through that, but fuck that shit.
I can't heal you when he's doing that blizzard stuff. I'm sorry.
I know you can't heal me when he's doing blizzards, but I shouldn't be fucking frozen in place either.
Well, I didn't realize you were frozen in place because I saw the other guy was frozen in place.
Why didn't you dispel his?
did.
You didn't dispel it because I was frozen in place. If he was targeted and I got frozen at the
other
end,
guy, the
it
other
went
guy,
through a cycle, he didn't get it off.
guy was frozen. I dispelled
Only
him.
one person gets frozen.
And then I realized, well, there was one other person
You
that
were
I
doing
saw.
dope again.
No, I saw somebody. I dispelled it, and then I look over at you and say, "Oh fuck, he's frozen too." But it was too late by then.
No, see, you're not listening because you don't wanna.
I'm going off of what I saw on my screen.
You didn't fucking dispel it. I was the next person closest to him. Therefore, I got tagged when it fucking detonated.
Okay.
Okay, you got to give me a minute though. Don't do a thing yet, Hemi. I got a new sword.
Indeed.
All right. Frankie,
Yep.
Indy, Doug, everybody, love y'all. I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you, bro.
Hey, pooping. Thank you, brother. And
This ain't pooping. This crazy drunk pedestrian.
Oh,
Love
shit.
ya.
Take
Take care of yourself, okay?
Yeah,
And,
take care.
If you ever come down to Omaha, I'll fucking join you and fucking explore the zoo because I'm bored as fuck.
Crazy. I'm getting ready to fly into Omaha in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, so you better have good times planned for him or else.
I don't have plans, but you know what?
I'm flying in there to get to my job in
Right, in Sioux City. Right.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
2 hours
flying in
away.
there
I
in
know.
2 weeks.
The biggest thing is, like I said, if you ever want to travel 2 hours south and fucking bullshit in Omaha, I'm down here, so I don't give a fuck. I'll join you. I don't give a shit. We got a we got a fucking new barbecue joint, Texas Day Brazil, going to be opening up. I would like
I love
to fucking.
Texas Day.
All I know is I haven't never been there, and I would love to fucking join somebody on that. I don't give a fuck who, as long as you're willing to split your half to my half. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. Texas Dave versus Famous Dave's. Like, is it
Famous?
I've never been to Famous.
Is it Texas Day? Famous Dave.
Texas Day.
Emperor, you
Texas
still here?
Dave's.
Yeah.
Okay, Shinobi was in Chaos's chat. I'm trying to get him to come in here and give a speech.
Yeah, I want him to come in. Yeah.
Crazy.
Keep
Brown,
look in the
do
background.
You have a YouTube channel? Is there a way I can connect with you?
I don't have a YouTube channel, so
Okay,
if you
me
can't
neither.
get a hold of me direct, I'm sorry. I mean, it is what
No,
it
it's
is.
okay. It's all right, man.
But if we happen to connect, that'd be cool. But it is what it is.
Yeah, maybe sometime in the future.
It's pretty
all
fucking late in the
Bingus.
night. I need to get some
Welcome
sleep.
to
I gotta
my
be
channel.
up at work at
Bingus.
7. So.
Said,
Oh shit! Yeah, you
Hey,
do
I
gotta
Chaos,
go.
can you
I'm
tell
hardcore
Mitchell
as
to
fuck,
add me
so I
again?
can survive it at least one night, so it's all good.
You wait till you get old. Yeah.
Yeah, I won't be up. I'll be asleep like I usually am.
Shit.
Wait till you wake up at 5 a.m. to go piss because you're about to fucking have your.
Hey, I'm
bladder
already
explode.
doing that, motherfucker.
And then by 9:30 you need a nap.
Hey, I got 2 fucking fans going on in my fucking open home right now. It's taking all the outside air in, and guess what? It's probably like fucking 68 degrees in my house and getting colder.
I'm already starting to wake up and after 4 hours of sleep and I'm up for the day then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I just
good night,
need 2
guys.
naps.
CDP.
Brother.
See you, brother.
CDP. CDP.
Keep that metal alive, man.
Yeah.
So is Shinobi coming in? Like, honestly,
Yeah,
I've never
where's
talked to
that-
Shinobi, and
Shinobi, get in
just
here.
talked to him on Discord.
Hang on.
So I would love for him to come in.
Yeah,
that's Bingus.
Oh, here he is. No,
Because honestly, there's an element of which that
I
I
freaking
think
exited. Oh my god.
Do you guys
Oh.
realize I haven't even been streaming the fucking game this whole time, and no one said a word?
Oh, we
Not
were
a
just in
fucking
here
word.
talking. Yeah.
Thanks, guys, for keeping me up to date on shit that I don't know what's going on.
Thank you, Emperor.
I don't think I'm echoing. Sometimes with Streamlabs, guys, you have to exit and then come back in, even if you have headphones, because it'll still echo with headphones.
Come.
Fuck, Hemi, you haven't done yet?
That's just sometimes.
Chaos, good to see you, my
What'd you
friend.
say?
Good to see you too,
You
sir.
haven't
How
hit
you
60
doing?
yet?
I'm good, man. Thanks for your friendship and support. You're fucking awesome, man. Thank you.
Brother. Happy for you. Hope everything.
Oh, you're
Oh,
passing
it
out, bro.
will, man. I already got pounded into dust through life and resurrected again. I'm good.
well, you're still here with us, Doug. So you stay with
Yeah.
us. You remain with
Yeah.
us. Way to go.
Everybody
Did you
here's a
just jump into the
badass
mall?
motherfucker.
Otherwise,
so
I'll
we're
die and
good.
come back and haunt you, Doug.
Hey, Frankie.
Yeah.
Question from across the pond.
Yeah.
How many men do you see? And I don't know if you have that perspective, but how many men do you see in your country that are so fucking blue-pilled simp? I mean, again, anecdotal, but I've got two British guys that
Tell
are
me what you need,
so
my friend.
they cannot put their women on a leash or curtail them at all.
Yeah,
And
we can't say it the way we want to say it. I understand what you're saying.
well, I mean, like, so Frankie, like literally, there was one point that I'm like, are you gonna let that like rest or have her disrespect you? And he's like, mate,
May I tempt you with
like
my
you got to pick your
wares?
battles. I'm like, all right, hey, it's not my battle to fight, but that what just took place in front of our group, why would you so it was more of like an introspection to find out like are British men so much, I mean Western men or US men are fucking beta as fuck for the most part, but it are, and again, I'm not trying to like make analogies, but British women are pretty fucking fugly. I'm not saying that American women are great as well, but comparatively, yeah, I would say I wouldn't choose either, but I would probably have a preference for
I'm not into blonde chicks personally.
Bengus. Not directed to you. You're not British, are you? Or are you? Or are you just
I'm
talking?
not British. I'm from the U.S.
So
No.
stop, okay? Just listen. All right. So again. All right. So
You struck
hey,
a hard
Bengus,
bargain.
thanks for derailing
Good
that,
show.
and that was the question that I was pointing towards Frankie. But
So, well, in my country here, where I'm at, basically it is a blue-pilled country, completely. My country. The men of this country are blue-pilled, and that's why I don't laugh at them. I'm ready to, but I look at them and I think that they're just blue-pilled, and that's the way it's going to end up. Now, my country is probably the last that will get anything happen, but it's extremely left-wing. Extremely, it's called the Sweden of the Pacific. My country, although Sweden seems to have been taking a bit of a big change lately, as far as I can see. I'm not sure about it. And so basically, I live in the blue pill world. When I go out the door, I put my hat on, and I put dark shades on, and I go to society, because I know I know that if like someone thinks, oh, he's looking at my missus, then he might get sex maybe once a month
You
or something.
honor me with your
So
attention.
I just look at these people as basically, yeah, non-workable people. NPCs. So yeah, so that's basically the way it is.
Fortune and wealth to you.
Yeah, so most of them are, well,
Yeah.
again, my
Blue pill.
experience was that like my two anecdotal British friends they are go along to get along and not rock the boat, even when they're completely disrespected in front of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, for me personally, I was like, I even told one of them like, are you gonna fucking like accept that? Like you're not gonna fucking check her on that disrespect in front of you? He's like, mate, you know, got to pick your battles. I'm like, all right, fuck me. It's not my life. It's yours. I just, I just, I looked at him like,
Like, I got a big kind of family, so you kind of actually, Frankie, you kind of look like my, what would I say, step uncle, or something like that. Cause my other half of my family is from, I don't know, somewhere over there. But, yeah.
No, thank you, Bingus. Well, what I think, this is what I think, and this is what I think. That blue pill and the red pill perspectives fracture. I think that it's basically taking something that built civilization, which is Christianity, basically, unless we was kings. Taking something that built civilization and destroying it. That's what I think. That's what I think happened in the beginning. See, we're getting very deep here now. So, what I guess in my country, it would be that basically they're all blue pillars, and if your missus doesn't give you sex in my country, then you're going to be in a bad mood, and that could come down on you, especially in my country where there are warriors everywhere, and I face the warriors everywhere. I'm going to face the warriors actually probably all the time. This is Emperor's Spring. I'm going to go down and get some more drinks to have baby with.
Well, like where all my family comes from, they're also they're like that's how I know about Freemasonry and stuff like that too. So
I would not get into that, Bingus. I mean, you can, bro. I'll be
no,
here.
I won't. I was just saying, really quick.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I would not worry too much about dreams. I do know that dreams are something that maybe an analyst could look at, but I don't know what to say about it because I'm not qualified to say about that, brother. Sorry, bro. Bingus. What I could say is that in this country, yeah, there are people here. Some of the good things about mate guarding, knowing about these things, knowing about mate guarding, knowing about hypergamy, they help you out an awful lot in life. They help you out because you know that the woman's not going to stay with you forever, ever, ever. Yep. Mine was 18 years. Bingus?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So, and outstanding. Very smart man. So, see, the tenants, not tenants, because tenant is someone who lives in your house. The tenets of the red pill are quite simple. And we know the facts about female nature. Nobody, so going back to, I think what Standing's question was, no, yeah, in this country, it's all blue pill. Of course, we have a female prime minister here. And I think in Britain, they've just had a female prime minister. We've had this.
And you know, Tony Blair was certainly not the epitome of a strong masculine.
Oh God, no.
Male. I mean, he was a piece of shit.
I think you're right.
From my own experience with men from across the pond, and even from the other side over in Australia, they're cowed completely and utterly. Like, and it's not because that's what they want to be. It's simply because they You know the laws are against them, right? Like they knew before we did that it doesn't have to be real for it to be valid. You know what I mean? And I think they've learned that lesson a lot earlier than we did.
Yeah, no,
So
I like my take is that they want to minimize the damage to themselves.
yeah, yeah. So the idea of going along to get along
Yep.
with their women or people around them in society. Don't get me wrong, they have some hard asses too, but those men are generally not married. They're generally not in relationships. Uh, at best you'll get a fuck boy
Yep.
or what they label as an incel, essentially. That's what I've noticed. They have some of the friendliest men in the world, some of the kindest, caring men in the world, and they're treated like fucking absolute garbage, and have been for decades. Like this is more new to us than it will ever be to them.
I honestly don't care about girls anymore. Sad to say at this age, but I really don't care about chicks anymore. And I don't even care about doing them either.
Well, we don't either, but the thing is we still have to live with them. We have to live around them. The chances that the next allegation comes out on one of us, it's just as high if you're dating or if you're not. Just as high as if you're married or if you're not. Right? And when these allegations come out, I mean, speaking of Australia, let's not forget the guy at the gas station. Right? 3 hours or something, he helped that woman, and
Yeah.
what she do? Put in a false allegation against him. He lost everything, even though the police had evidence from day one that he was completely innocent.
Oh yeah, no, Chris, no, that was a British bloke that
Oh,
he
it was Australian, wasn't it?
I think it was
no,
Australian.
was
Yeah,
it?
pretty,
Okay.
yeah,
All right. So like like they had the CCTV that
yeah,
I mean he spent 2 months in jail,
yeah.
lost his wife, lost his kids, lost his job. Oh no,
And
I
he
thought it
got
was
to walk away scot
UK.
free.
Face
Of
me,
fucking course,
necromancer.
of course.
Yeah.
I mean, my
Yeah.
all right. So I went through the red pill rage like when I got divorced in 2012 or very end of 2012.
You-
Met up with where I thought she was a unicorn. She was married before, but at the end of the day, all right. So like towards the end, her mom was a narcissistic, I mean, liberal fuckhead from Boulder, Colorado, and her stepdad, was a beta simp. I didn't like him. I thought he was smarmy. Anyway, so one of the the films that we watched was the Red Pill movie, and because I just wanted her to
Cassie J.
go, yes, Cassie J. All the I didn't even go into all the bullshit that she got with her being banned from Australia and some of the movie houses there. I just wanted to go look, watch this. Can you not empathize? And she did. I mean, she was like, "Wow, I had no idea." Much like Nora Vincent and her whole expose. And I mean, for those that don't know, if you go back and look through the red pill and her like private documentary moments that she had, it was such a confliction with what she recorded and heard versus what she had to then reflect on. And it really was only until a TED
You
talk
will be
that
brought to
she was like,
justice.
it took me about a year and a half to
You
finally
dare
realize
deny
what
me
men
the
went
sky?
through, and
Then
for me to
I
empathize
shall
and
answer
understand
in kind.
the issues that they had. When I was there in the
Foolish
moment, I kept going,
paragon.
and she
There
talks
is
about this
nothing you can
in the
do
Red
to
Pill movie,
stop us.
where as soon as they talked
No
about
matter.
their trials,
My
tribulations, and
minions are
transgressions as
endless.
men, I couldn't help but think, but what about
My
me as a
soldiers
female?
rise
I mean,
once
it
more.
literally if I could or if I had the capability, that would be one of the first MGTOW movies that I would present, saying, here's a woman a self-proclaimed feminist, then devout, where got changed. But what did it take for me to get to that point? It wasn't just an esoteric event. It wasn't just maybe a couple hundred hours of movies. It took me a year and a half. And even then,
Your
with
arrival
all that
proved
countless
timely,
editing,
yet the battle
I
rages
literally
on.
had to
We
be
cannot
challenged
rest
by
until
other
these
women
invaders are purged from our skies.
for me to go, you know what, something is not right. When I had to be shut
I will lead
down
the effort here,
from
while
having
my
my movie being
disciples bring you
shown
to the necropolis.
to everybody,
Let
to,
us end this
to Australia,
atrocity.
to other countries. Yeah.
That's so interesting. I didn't mean to cut you off. I wonder though, because that chick is definitely not like, so from the Undead Chronic perspective, women who vote are feminists. And
Right.
so
Look at
whether they say they're conservative, whether they say they understand or agree with red pill or mid-tau philosophy, at the end of the day, they vote the way that benefits them.
Correct, for their own self-interest, which is why
Right.
where the vast majority of women that are single vote Democratic. The overwhelming number of women that vote Republican are married. Why? It's not like an ideology of which that they're like, oh, I've transgressed from being a socialist or fascist or libertarian, or no, not even libertarian, but it's more about my husband's tax money. It will not go towards me
Right.
if he continues to vote.
When
So yeah, it's yeah. I mean, literally that to me was probably one of my biggest red pill moments when
I want
um
to talk about something if that's okay.
Let him finish, Bingus.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm
all right, so there was a episode from I think it was Coltrane or uh it may have been Barbarossa, but anyway, he talked about, like, where female loyalty or allegiance lies when it comes to their vote. This is probably 2012, 2013,
Could have
and
been
it really
called
struck home
procreate.
to me where women look at, we all know that women always vote for or always look at false protection or security for the
Yes.
provision
Come,
of
my
false
assistant.
resources
These
given
raw
government security or
materials are
whatever,
in need
right?
of processing.
Yeah.
But he cited a study that that basically outlined where when women were single and they had daddy to provide for them, they voted one way. When they were on their own, they typically voted for, well, if absence of daddy, they voted for big daddy government. When they were then married, they voted for
Incompetent.
like capitalism,
Alright.
like less,
Try not
government
to damage
intervention,
those limbs once
because
you tear them off.
it wasn't like, well, that was the right thing to do. It was all about the solipsism of, yeah, but if you take more money away from my husband who's taking care of me and I'm a stay-at-home mom, I don't like that. It blew my mind, because I mean, I did not,
Yeah.
I didn't see it as such. Like, I didn't realize that ultimately, yeah, that is exactly what it is. It's not like I'm grateful for my husband for providing for me,
Get to work.
and I'm going to
fail
align
me
with
like
what
your
his
predecessor.
leadership is.
Yeah.
It's not that at all. It's
That's
more
not a
of,
Candace Owens response. That's not a Candace Owens response. She's a conservative, but this is where, like, Undead changed my whole mindset on that, is because she's as much a feminist as those purple-haired, bull-ring, tattooed left side of their body bitches that are running around. She's as much a communist as any of them. And I didn't mean to cut you off, and I'm sorry. But
no. Hey, Doug. No, look.
These chicks, they should not be voting.
Look. As much as I want to like extol Candace Owens for.
I didn't mean to cut you. I'm sorry.
No.
Man.
You are exactly right. Like, you cannot think at face value that somebody like which we extol women like Candace Owens, or all right. So, Larry Elders, Jericho Green, Anthony Brian Logan, those guys, again, because they're men, they have a different expectations. Candace Owens, some people say, hey, you sold out to the white guy, you married the white guy, whatever. I mean, she did the best that she could do. She found the man that could provide the best for her. Do I think for one fucking second that she represented the conservative black social class? Fuck no. She served herself. So, to your point, Doug, yeah, I don't think that she was altruistic by saying that.
I'm sorry that I cut you off there. My thing is, if she's really traditionally conservative, why isn't he out doing the earning while she's making apple pies and raising her babies? But she wants to be out there, and
yeah, exactly.
Maybe it sounds like I'm sexist, and maybe I am. But if she's actually traditional, why does she need to be seen anyway?
I mean, it is like Lauren Southern and her husband. Like, who gets the lion's share of attention? And would she marry somebody? I mean, look at Tom Brady and Giselle, right?
Yeah.
She owns much more than he does, but he is more famous. He is more recognized. People look up to him because she's at her not even peak or waning years. Like, her relegation is, that's what you should be doing, is taking care of your fucking family. You're not going to have the limelight that you did when you were supermodel. And she's envious of that, in my opinion. She fucking resents the fact that this guy has another 2 or 3 years and he's not willing to bend to my will to make him be on level with me and take care of our family, and he wants to go out and continue pursuing and being greater than what he had performed before. How fucking dare him?
I know. Isn't that crazy? I mean, how is she gonna do better now?
No, she can't. I mean, any man that marries or gets involved with her afterwards, I mean, he's a fucking fool. I don't care how rich.
I mean, I might bang her, but like, that'd be the end of the story,
I would Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah,
but
dude, there's a guy who's got it fucking under control.
Yes.
Right there. Leonardo DiCaprio, he might not come out and say it, but he's as red-pilled as they fucking come.
Yeah, he really is.
Didn't he just dump a chick here recently?
I can't believe those dungeons are getting such low XP, guys.
She was 25.
Yeah.
But I know he's done it several times, but I thought it was a recent.
Yeah, like a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
Already,
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad, like, but I mean, like, what woman at this point doesn't know your time unless you have an amazing. It's not even about peace.
The word is plausible deniability.
Excuse me.
They know it exists. They just deny, and keep telling themselves in the mirror every fucking day.
Yep.
This isn't real. This isn't real. This isn't real. And hence, like Voltaire said, repeating the lie until it's believed.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
I could change him.
He loves
Man.
me. This is. He may have not knocked out my tooth, but he did it because he loves me.
Can I say something for a sec?
Sure. Relevant.
So, anyways, you know, before me and my ex broke up,
What are you giving me? Hookers and blow.
Oh
Yeah,
shit! I thought that was Emperor in the game.
anyways,
Goddamn.
never mind.
Chaos came in. And I was like, "What's he saying?"
And he's trying to trade with me, but I don't know what he's trying to trade. I said it better be low.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Ah.
I used to spend a lot of time on Hookers and Blow, and now I just play Star Citizen.
I have to check it out.
I was gonna say,
honestly, that's a fucking great game. Like, I mean, no homo, but it's a fucking great game.
Didn't know you could be towards.
You know, you can be gay towards
hell yeah, you
anything
can.
you like. Look, you know, the fact that you like,
You're trying to
even
stick
like,
your dick in the floppy drive or something.
you know, I like the CD-ROM a little bit better,
Oh,
but
because it gives it the spinaroonie.
it gives a
Dude,
little
those
bit more of a,
giants are fucking
get a little
horny,
bit
I
more of a
feel like.
twirl.
Or maybe it's just me.
I just, you know, look, I will go through a Arby's drive-through if I have to. Okay. Nobody liked that? Okay, all right.
Sorry.
About to get it. Chris is blowing kisses at me.
Like
And-
Arby's
and
drive-through mud flaps? Come on. All right,
Dude,
all right, go ahead.
Our gear level is 304.
Fine, I'll fucking strip, goddammit.
Clearly,
Oh,
you
man.
guys
trying
have
to-
not.
Fucking
You've not gone to
violated.
the degenerate levels that I have. Like, just put some Arby roast beef on your cheddar cheese lips and just like that's good enough lube, and we'll go for it. Okay.
Don't touch me there. This is my no square.
I wanted to say something earlier, but yeah, someone, I don't know if I heard something correctly. But anyways, I'm gonna say it. So when I broke up with my ex, you know, I asked her, and we were talking about all this pill stuff earlier, and you know, I asked her, like, if or when I made it to the UFC, I asked her, would you like go out with me, you know, because we were breaking up at the time. I mean, we broke up pretty fast, and I asked her if, like, you know, if or when I make it to the UFC, like, are you gonna, like, would you like come back to me and stuff? And she said no, and that's why I don't, that's my whole reason, like, why I never trusted it again.
Bingus, that's okay, man.
I was like, whatever about it.
That's not a bad thing, brother.
I would look at it like, all right, so you literally, she told
Right.
you the very minimum.
Yeah, she was
would
like my
you
age
want
range, you
to
know?
be at that minimum to make her happy? Like, I would be like, hey, you know what? If I'm not, whatever, 6'1", cut, you know, have a 10% body fat, like, you are a fucking idiot woman that does not realize what is required for a couple to be happy down the road. It's not where I am now, it's where I'm going to be. So fuck her. I would be like, hey, you know what? Hey, you gave me the insight to know, yeah, you have a short-term tingle oriented aspect, and yeah, you're not worth my time.
I just
Yeah.
don't understand it, and I don't want to, and I just like
You shouldn't
that's
take
why I
it
don't get
personal.
into girls anymore, and I kind of lost my shit after, and I'm like, I was just like, what the hell was this all for? Like, no, but then like it
You
made me
shouldn't take
so
it personal.
humbled and stuff like that, and then I was like, it's this girl stuff doesn't even matter to me anymore because of that happened. Like, I loved her so much and stuff, but I
No,
know,
they don't want that though. They don't
Yeah.
want that though.
Yeah.
And I don't know how old you are, but they're not looking for that. If you want pussy, you
it
have to
makes
be
me so sad.
uninterested in pussy. And also, and maybe I'm wrong here, but you have to be disinterested in it, almost as if it doesn't exist. To the point where, look, if you want to just get some ass, you just treat them like crap. Now, I don't mean beat them or verbally abuse them, but when they know you care, that's when they're less interested.
They're like a
That,
cat.
yeah. You
Well,
want to be in the prone position. You want to be in the position of dominance. And when women think that they have you, they're uninterested.
Yep.
Yep. Well,
I
there's a
mean, it literally is the antithesis of where what men see that where we should meet goals. If we achieve this, then this is the result. Women don't operate that way at all.
Hookers and
So,
blow.
yep.
I still wish
Indy,
the best for her though. So
like yeah, like hey, like Indy, you and I should hang out sometime. uh, we would have, yeah, we would have Las Vegas style.
That dream of the white picket fence and 2.5
It'd be like,
kids.
you know what?
I'm like, oh
I'm I'm
fuck.
I'm I'm thinking of that while I snort this line of coke and I have like this like whore riding my cock. All right, there you go.
Help push that stupid.
Yep.
I wonder like, am I ever gonna have like a
No.
relationship again? Because
No.
like
Don't even think about it. If it happens, it
it just
happens. If
ruined
not,
me,
oh well.
and
Yeah,
it just makes me like just like damn,
hey,
it sucks. But
hey, Mingus. One book that I would highly recommend would be look at Aaron Clary's The Book of Menus.
what is it called again?
Actually, it's Aaron Clary's The Menu. It literally it's life without the opposite sex. And if anything that you can see from other men here, older than you or same age, whatever you have with a woman will probably not last. And if it does last, are you going to be happy? And the other book that I would say, look at the book of in fact, I would say look at the book of Numbers first. And that book by Aaron Clary, he breaks it down to if 50% of marriages last, how many of those intact marriages really where the men is happy? It's pretty fucking short. And I would say from my own personal anecdotal experience, my own family, my own friends,
You
people that
know,
I've
in
known,
Rocky,
that I would say, yeah, he's right on.
you
Like
know, when
maybe
Adrian dies,
10% of men are happy in their marriage.
like
10%. Come on.
Oh, I think 1%, brother. 1%. Sorry, Poopy.
it's
No,
like
no, I mean, no, I would say 10% is probably optimistic, like being, oh, I'm happy that I get sex maybe once or twice a month, but yet I have all this expectations My needs are not met, but I have all this.
My coach, when I was younger, told me, like, you have so much potential. You need to stop focusing on girls so much. When I was like, since I've been doing MMA, and I was focused on girls so much. Like, not, I wasn't focused on girls at all, actually. I had a girl, like, I was like, so, like, I'm I guess, a compassionate person towards, thinking
All right,
about
so all
others,
right,
but
Bingus, how old are you?
I'm 23.
23.
Dude, fuck me. Do not even think about getting involved in a serious relationship till you're 28, 29. If
Yeah,
you don't, and at that point, you have to have your
All
shit
goods
on
and
point.
services for sale.
Like you have to
but
either have an established career, where
you
you're
know when
going.
Rocky loses Adrian in like that movie, it,
Yeah,
it was
You need
like
to listen to pooping.
that.
You need to listen to what he's saying to you.
Yeah, I will. I'm sorry.
Whoa,
No,
whoa, Shinobi's in here? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yes, brother Shinobi did join.
Oh shit!
Whoa, yeah.
Is that just now?
Everything
Yeah.
has value.
Oh, I'm so glad I
plus
didn't walk
one
away.
shield, my brothers.
Yeah.
I didn't walk away. God has pardoned me.
Indeed.
It's such a great day to see you all here. And if I may, I just have a quick message for you. My brothers, I stand here today, lucky and a strong man, blessed by the path laid out before me. Hey,
For
Migtal.
you,
With
I
every
offer
moment,
only
my
the
power
finest.
wanes. So, like our life, I must be quick. This world, our world, has befallen hard times, yet they can get harder and much more dire than this. Not many men can withstand the trials and pressures we face, let alone conquer them. So I say unto you, is it not our duty, our
Until our
sacred
next
right to
transaction.
save the future? Our future! The future of those we hold dear, not by birthright
It is clear
nor
you deserve
skill,
only the
but
best.
fate has thrust us into this timeline of strife. Will we cower and hide? No, we will rise.
Please do see me and have my
Our
undivided
philosophy
attention.
will weaken us, being cast out and shunned by those we sought to help.
Come
Yet,
back if you need
in
anything.
time, our power and brotherhood will become so mighty, so righteous that no weapons nor corruption shall tear us asunder. This journey that we embark on, perilous as it may be, will be the mark that we stain upon this world, our holy terror. And it is just the beginning. Trust no one, believe nothing, and question everything. Shinobi 1, out of.
We love you very much, brother.
Thank you for coming, brother Shinobi.
Nice.
Yes. Thank you, Shinobi.
You're a good speaker, man. I really ding.
Poet King. Yeah. Our Poet King.
Absolutely. But anyway, gentlemen, Brother Hemi will be shutting it down tonight. He didn't hit 60. Me and Chaos didn't hit 60, or
I'm
even
still going though.
close.
Where you guys
So-
at though?
I got 3 more levels.
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't know why the reputation, or sorry, the XP we should be getting should be astronomical.
I rested. Garbage. Like I've almost tapped off my rested.
Yeah, but we got a fucking 50% bonus, plus we have a guild bonus.
550.
Hey, Chris and Chaos, you guys got to look into Star Citizen. You guys
Definitely.
like there are people in which that they played WoW for years and they got into Star Citizen, they were like game changer. Did not realize like, the nuance and anyway, great game.
Dude, we're gonna be so fucking addicted. That's
Yeah,
the
no, you
problem.
will be.
We're
Like
gonna be
literally
so addicted.
I brought in three fellow friends and just by like streaming and showing them what the shit that has gone or can take place. One guy, including myself, I bought a brand new gaming rig just to play it, and he did as well. The other guy, he was like, I've shut down my shop. Well, I mean, he has like a fabrication shop. He's like, I've limited to where from 8 until 12, it's all gaming, and then after that, I'll let it run and replicate the models and where he can like.
The
Anyway,
Arbiter sees
great
all
game,
truths.
gentlemen. If you haven't looked into Star Citizen, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money. Fuck me, one of the best games in the world. $500 million has been raised to play it. Not even out of alpha.
May the
Fan fucking tastic game.
That's what I
So
can't get over is it's not even out of alpha, and
no,
people
it's
have been
so
playing it fully.
dude,
What's it
it's
called
so
again?
Star
fucking
Citizen.
good that I literally like I've spent like $80 on mine like for the initial. Dude, I would go tomorrow and spend 300 easily because it's that fucking good of a game. Like there was so much potential to it. I mean, it's almost like the early aspect or adopter of crypto, but this has legs to it. It's not a speculation.
What's it called again?
Star Citizen. Yeah.
Or Space?
I wanted
Yeah. Star Citizen. Yeah. Space Citizen. Yeah. Great. I mean, literally. I mean, and first of all, if anybody has a question about like, oh, is it grift or like, look up with Chris Roberts' background. Dude, this guy is not a fucking beta like wannabe you know chump or when it comes to the whole like EA arts or no, this guy like Starship Troopers. I mean, this guy has been through the whole entertainment genre and then some with Ultima 5 and 6. Anyway, it's like if you don't know, like there are a lot of people that have been like grifting on his success and his like 500 million of fundraising. But if you go back and look at where he started, what he built, what he's been involved with, what his project management skills are, dude, yeah. Anyway, Star Citizen for the win. I probably saved myself, I don't know, a couple
actually
$1,000. Yep.
I actually met one of the creators of that that edited Skyrim. But like, yeah, he gave me his card and stuff, and I didn't really call him back. But yeah, there's um, yeah, certain things that I just didn't, I don't really care about that much. But you know,
Well, what like when I was
because
taking
I
my
talked to
film
him about
classes
certain
at
things.
USC, I met Molly Ringwald, and I went to ask
Oh, I
her
know
whether or not
all.
did she like literally. I'm trying to make fun of you, like not fun of you, but like what the fuck does that have to do with what we're just talking about? I mean, my story was true, but was it relevant? No, which is why I didn't bring it up. Bingus, again,
I need to
we talked about
understand
this
stuff
before.
like in a certain way.
You need to under you look. You're 26. I get it. I want to help you, but when your first fucking expectations is just listen absorb, not interject, not derail, just be present. Anyway, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to remove from the studio, dude, because it's not good for the chat.
Oh
I
shit, it's 4 o'clock.
Yeah, dude, it's getting late. We've been on for almost 6 hours,
Oh
and
shit.
Indy's looking to go crash, or sorry, Hammy is,
Yeah.
Chris,
and
look, man. I don't mean to be a fucking ass, but
How did that
I
happen?
just I'm sorry. I mean, we went through that the other day, and I'm like, I'm done, dude.
no, and I understand. And it's like it's just repeated, repeated, repeated.
Yes,
I don't
exactly.
like I said.
Bingus.
This has the
Said. Well,
his
KO
behavior
Bingus.
has the look of what my coked out, mentally fucking damaged friend is like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, you got issues that need to be addressed.
I agree with Chris. I really do.
It's not that I don't want to help him address it or try to get out of it, but this is something that usually doctors would look at because
I
this
think
really does seem like a mental illness, you know,
we're
of some
not
kind.
qualified, Chris, brother. We're not qualified. We just can't do that. Yeah.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
Self-distracting. Don't.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't. kn-
I have wandering thoughts all the fucking time. I don't shut the fuck up. But
Chaos. Yeah, understood.
distracted. Work. All.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I think
Angler,
this is-
I don't know if it's heavy shit he's on or if it's heavy shit he should be on.
I
Like I
think
said.
that with Bingus, I think that yeah. I think that you definitely want to keep your hearts and minds open to him, and not it's hard, but he's reaching out, and that's just my opinion about it. I just I'm a weird
so-
wacky guy too. Like
so
I'm outside of my skull half
Bingus.
the time.
Said. Sorry,
Bringing up-
guys.
keep bringing up stuff that isn't pertinent conversation.
Yeah.
Correct.
You're going
Chaos.
way off into left field.
My issue with him was he would not fucking listen and would not interrupt. Like he could not. I even told him, like, dude, shut your fucking mouth. You have a volcano perspective or mouth perspective. Shut the fuck up and listen. You have, like Indy and I were talking about like investments and like, dude, shut the fuck up. You're bringing up AK-47s and we're talking about 401ks.
Oh
You're
yeah,
a fucking idiot.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
You're
Well,
literally. I just wanted to go. If you were right here in front of me, I would sit there and like, you either shut up or you get the fuck out.
Yeah.
And this guy could not understand parameters at all.
Let me break this down to you. One of the reasons why I know everything that I know is because I've sat back and I've listened. I kept my mouth shut. I absorbed everything all the old hats around me were spilling out. And I share that knowledge now. Knowledge they passed down to me. That's what we're trying to do.
But dude, it's
interrupting, going off into left field, some off-the-wall topic that doesn't pertain to what's being talked about.
Yep.
That's how
Yeah,
conversations
it's almost
get
like
derailed. Happened quite a few times. We lose our train of thought in that mode, and you'll come in with some bullshit I'm not necessarily saying. I mean, it's bullshit, but some shit that doesn't even. And we all lose our train of thought, and then we old, and it takes a while for our brains to get back into the track again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it does seem like a socially awkward kind of I don't know, disability or something. You know what I mean? Like I got a nephew with what they
I
claim
have
is
many
ADHD, and they
lucky
put him
goose
on
for
drugs.
you, like.
Yeah, he would trail off somewhat like that, but not quite. You know what I mean? But it's always trying to interject, and and then I've got my buddy Tyler, who's completely out of his fucking gore, that can't stay on a topic.
Bingus.
You know what I
Said.
mean? And
I
it's
really do
100 miles a
apologize
minute
for
with him.
saying certain things.
This is something that, like I said, I'm happy to talk with the guy about it privately, so it's not out there. But the interjection has to be removed from the conversations here.
Oh yeah, that makes
Unless
sense.
it's valuable and pertain.
It seems we're kind of delving into mental illness, and I don't mean to say that about anyone else, but I just think that we're not qualified to deal with these sorts of things, brothers.
No,
You know what? Hey, Frankie, look, I mean, there's part of me where I really feel like, men need to like discipline him. I don't feel like he's been told like shut the fuck up. Like you like what like you like yeah, what
has
you're going
been you.
into has nothing to do shut the fuck up. I don't, there's
Yeah.
nothing that you're bringing that is relevant to what we're talking about right now. Go over there, shut the fuck up, listen, and you might learn. And this,
That's right.
and I'm sorry, but Chris, you were on that stream the other night. I was trying to be patient with him.
No,
It is
I
good
And at some
fight
point, I
beside
was
you
like,
again, Vosh.
"You're a fucking idiot. Shut the fuck
Save
up.
your
Listen to
pleasantries.
what other people
I-
might
I-
provide
I-
you a perspective."
Yeah. I played chess with Absolute. He kicked my ass. I'm not the secret. We all know secrets here. And it was 4 hours. I didn't waste it, but I spent 4 hours talking to him for 4 hours
Bingus.
about the most bizarre
Said.
things in the world.
I
don't want
understand.
to, and he's probably listening still now, but
Even here,
I don't want to be
I
mean.
protect the
But I spent 4 hours talking to him, and I had stuff to do the next day. So I think, and that I just sorry, Chris, go ahead. Sorry.
No, but
No, Frankie. No. I mean, like your perspective is helpful because it's like, is it me or is it Chris or like are we the normal? Like, look, like I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but at this point, I'm like, dude, I've tried to be patient. You don't get the cues or the social acuities that most men would go, you know what? Hey, maybe I'm outside of my element. Maybe I might need to learn.
Well,
This guy is all reactive.
Pooping, like I said, my nephew was like that. Like he had to interject. So if you saw something or experienced something, he had to interject and say he experienced something and witnessed something, more grandeur against essentially, right?
Yep.
Not all the time, but that would come up. And like I said,
This way, my apprentice.
I'd almost like to talk to his father, to be honest with you, because I mean, it could be just some people are socially awkward because, like we've stated many times, this fucking society has basically forced them to either go into
Good to
hiding
see you, my
or be
apprentice.
fucking shamed every fucking step of the way all day long.
Farewell,
But
apprentice.
Chris, do you really think that he's socially awkward? I
Have our
don't get
colleagues
that.
misplaced
Like
Yeah,
I
these
see
notes?
I
an
do
ego.
believe that's.
How
I think it's a
disorganized.
socially awkward thing
Do
where they
you?
have to do a step up.
Like I see him as an egocentric
Dreadshade
individual.
is Margrave's
Brother
Stradamus'
Chris,
favorite
well,
free agent.
and
You
not
will
to
meet
interject
me
your
at the
understanding, but
laboratory
I think
once
there's
you've
possibly
acquired.
biochemical problems in the head,
Yes.
in the body.
Chemical
Yes.
imbalance.
Yes. I
He may
absolutely,
or
like I
may
said,
not, and he may get lucky, and it may or may not work itself out as he gets older.
but if he's 23,
Right. But
and
again, with
it,
some
it
of the
does
mental
seem like
disorders, they can work themselves out,
some,
but not
but that's
all.
like I said, I'd like to talk to his father just to see if like,
The cycle
is there something here
continues.
that, he wouldn't tell us, like I said, I'm not trying to oust him. I'd rather talk to him privately about this, even together like we are right now, but privately,
Yeah,
right?
understood, brother.
Like I don't have any hatred or anything towards him. That don't get me wrong, that's not it. And I'm sure Pooping, even though he was harsh with him, like doesn't hate him. You know what I mean?
No, I want
Self-love
him
is a
to be the
good
better
thing.
person. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
I
this is not coming from a place of hate or disgust or anything like that. We
The
just have to
cycle
be able
has
to
brought
reach
you
him
to me.
or figure out a way to reach him without
No,
putting
yeah.
it out here. You know what I mean?
It's an
So
extreme kindness, to talk to him that some men have never been talked to that way in a direct way. And so I think pooping while standing was like completely correct, like some guys have just never been
Binkus
corrected that way.
said.
yeah.
You
Well, I
guys
mean,
are
I've
just
also
more
met
mature than
some
me.
mentally destroyed people.
Yeah.
To add to that, I mean, like I said, my nephew has clearly a learning disability, right? And that's all I have the experience to classify it as. I don't know what they call it medically. I don't care to know, but he's clearly got a learning disability. Um, I've met a man in Lloydminster who went through a rough fucking divorce, right? And basically went into a total mental shutdown. He wasn't abusing substances that I know of, but he was mentally gone.
away.
So we were standing in, like, I think it was outside the bank one day while we went to we grabbed some stuff and the boss went to grab us some cash, right? And I had just met this guy, and he was like, "Are you the one that's sleeping with my wife?"
Oh no,
It's like,
really?
no, I don't know your wife and I don't know you.
No,
But that's where he would mentally go, right? And then he would just kind of go into like a kind of laughing fit and then kind of wander off on his own kind of thing. Like this guy was mentally damaged. So I
Yep.
thought this experience was fresh, right? And then the boss that knew him gave me the lowdown. This guy's been divorced for 3 years. He knows exactly where his ex-wife is, and she's with another man, and where the kids are. And he just fucking goes to random people, even though he's met her new man, right? He goes to random people thinking they're the ones who's fucking screwing his wife, but he's mentally gone. And that's how my
Wow.
friend down in Victoria is, right? He's mentally gone, but then he threw drug abuse on top of it. So he cranked it up to fucking 14, baby, and fucking, bursted out both fucking baggies and said, "Let's go party time." Right? Yeah, cocaine's a hell of a drug. But
I'm Rick James, bitch. I'm Rick James.
but like I said, and this young man really reminds me of both of them in that way. Like one was very kind of, he was still polite and calm, and he didn't go 100 miles a minute when talking about anything that he was fantasizing about his ex-wife, or not willing to accept the reality of. And it kind of seems like he's more towards that side, rather than to my coked out buddy. Although, like I said, whether it's substance abuse or it's something that he should be on for some kind of mental disorder, I have no idea. I'm happy to talk with him about it anytime. I just would rather we talk to him, even in together as a group, privately, right?
Private.
Right.
Yeah.
What's up, brother Zachariah? What you got for us tonight, homie?
Zachariah, brother, I'd like to thank you for
Amen. So yeah, other than that craziness, guys, we had some great conversations here tonight.
Yep.
Although a few were absolutely interjected on. So we won't be
All right,
doing that
guys.
again.
I got a bolt. It's 4 o'clock.
All right, brother Indy, thank you for
Indy.
coming, my friend.
God bless you, Andy, and yeah.
See you in the next stream, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, Zach, you got anything to add in?
No, I was just
Bingus
listening about what's the
said,
guy name you was
I need to
speaking
figure
about?
stuff out, but I do want to talk about it privately.
Yes. Is everything okay with him?
Was once
That's what we're
rich
trying
with
to figure
anima,
out, and like
it was
I
dust.
really worry about him, but I worry about everybody.
Trust in the cycle.
My thing is, if you want me to try and help you, I need you to be transparent with me as possible. Like,
Right.
don't lie to me at all. Like, that's the quickest way to make me not even want to deal with you.
Well, and you can't help somebody if you're being lied to about the information they're giving you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel for the young guy because, like I said, it could be just the conditioning he's gone through his life, and it's just like a socially awkward kind of deal. I mean, I've heard people use that term before and use it improperly just to basically say that they didn't want to try and that putting in effort was
Bingus
essentially too hard for them. So,
said, I'll be 100%
but
honest.
yeah, there's something. I know there's something. I told you that chaos the first night I met him. I was like, dude, there's something wrong with your young friend here.
Oh, I mean, like this personally, Bingus, I got them vibes. I really, I'm kind of not bad at reading people, but I get a vibe from people.
Yeah, he's such a young
It's
man,
like
though.
Potheads recognize, like, you know, potheads recognize other potheads, kind of thing. That kind of shit. If you're on the spectrum, you kind of recognize the spectrum.
What are you trying to say? I'm on the spectrum?
Oh no, you're full on gone retarded, sir. Like whatever brain was up there, whatever brain is up there, it done oozed out.
So far off the spectrum.
And just it is long gone.
Yeah,
I can't help it.
You know what? Look, I mean, there was the spectrum when it comes to like
I'm getting back on the
universe
plantation
was.
this week. That's how off the rails I am.
Down that
Damn it, Doug, you gonna start interrupting now? Sorry, pooping, go ahead.
Doug, you're doing that, Doug. Come on.
Pooping, sorry, man.
We're good, brother. We're good.
Booting Doug, too.
I mean, you know, like, honestly, yes, yeah. But part of me is like, just listen to what other men have gone through, and that's where I got. I'm sorry, I like when Chris, the last stream. That's where I'm like, dude, I can't stand people like him. I can't. Like, just like, and when Indy and I were going into our discussion, it was left field, nothing to do with what we were talking about, and he brought up shit that I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Well, you know that first comment you made about your fish shitting in the fucking water.
Well, exactly. It's like, dude, I want you to realize, like, life is not about you.
Well, not only that, but it should have
Shut the
shown
fuck
that
up.
it was like so far off the fucking reservation when it came to what we were talking about.
But I wanted to hear about Molly Ringwald, by the way.
Molly Ringwald?
Oh, let me tell you, like when I took my class to like USD for like Cinema 101, Molly Ringwald was in my class, and it was so important. Like, dude, irrelevant. Anyway, I mean, literally, true story. She was there. Doesn't really lend much to the. Sorry. Look, the guy needs help, and
yeah,
my issue is with him. just shut the fuck up and listen, and you might help yourself. But that poor soul will not. Even like he gets in this passive aggressive bullshit that I'm sorry, I do not respect or will tolerate. But when he looks at things of like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't want to derail quote unquote the conversation, and then literally within 2 minutes he'll be like, oh, my MMA fighter told me that I need to be this. Look, good for you. Anyway,
I agree.
done.
Yeah, I agree with standing. I agree with standing. I really do. I think it is passive aggressive and it's sort of not right. But I think he needs help.
Yeah.
He does.
I really do too. I mean, I don't know what the medical terms would be to use for this. Like, I'm not big on mental disorders. I can understand somebody, going insane. I can understand that. I mean, fuck, I'm pretty sure most of us that have been in this fucking channel have been to a point where it's like, next stop is fucking insanity in
What are you
some
talking?
way.
I hit
Oh,
that
yeah.
train a long time ago, man. What the fuck you talking about?
Well, you're like one of them, right? Obviously.
Crazy recognizes crazy, sir.
But like I said, when I first met that guy in Lloydminster, right, with his ex-wife bullshit, I was like, this was kind of almost like my first example of somebody who's literally gone from most likely a normal person to an insane person. You know what I mean? And that's the best, that's not the proper term, but I'm sure it's the best one I can come up with. My buddy Tyler down in Victoria, he was a perfectly normal person. He was pushed too far. Now he's an insane person. What do you do with it? You know what I mean? I can understand going there myself because I almost went there. Right? I mean, when I was separated from my kids, it was so fucking emotionally and mentally damaging that I didn't think I was coming out. You know what I mean? I was gonna go in and I was gonna be gone. But I didn't go there. Now, I'm sure to some people it might have seemed like, hey, this guy can get triggered real fucking easy with certain things, and he's always fucking, kind of depressed and he doesn't sleep. Well, fuck, yeah, there's something fucking wrong. No shit. But once you go there, how do you get somebody back? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Without knowing what sent them there, without knowing what the cues were, essentially, or the roots of the problems. I mean, you can't bring somebody back. They gotta bring themselves back.
Chris, one thing, brother. In order to be the very best counselor, that would have to be a counselor who's gone through everything that a war veteran and that's why it's impossible. You can't be a war veteran and counsel your buddy, or you can't be someone who's survived, grapefruit, and be there. You can't be so there's no perfect counselor. In my opinion, there is a perfect counselor, but it's beyond the topic. So how can we counsel people who are, and look, what you have be a scientist or a biologist to counsel someone whose brain is not firing on the right way, like at least a normal way. Like, it's my question, brother. I don't know.
Godly hail today.
No, that's hey Frankie, that's a good question. My take is that he's got to go through that journey to realize that. I mean, he has to go through the smackdown that maybe a father would have given him to his early life. This, again, I don't know what his background is, but my take is he was probably raised by a single mother. which I was as well. But it
I,
wasn't until later on that I realized that it it literally it required society to, to make me realize that yeah, what you want is not what is going to be. What you think you should give or be given, not going to happen. Make your own fucking destiny. And hey, oh fuck me,
That fucking savage dog of yours is going insane.
dude. She's a fucking hey, silly.
She chasing a fucking goldfish out there or something?
Right.
Cocksucker shitting on your lawn now.
Which is so funny. Like given like 5 minutes from now, she'll come back and like, I'm scared. I mean, she's like a 19-month-old female lab. Hey, oh, hold on.
It's all good, buddy. No, like I said, man, I feel for these guys because I've, you know, until when I first met the dude in Lloyd, I mean, I had never experienced it myself. Now, after experiencing what these guys have gone through, like as you know, either divorced men or guys who are going through the first stages of divorce, I mean, I totally understand and feel for where they're going. You know what I mean?
I don't have a target.
I don't know how, dude. I barely make it through every fucking day.
But yeah, hey, Chris, look. I mean, part of me is like, I'm sorry. There's a certain element of disrespect that fucking kid had towards elders that maybe had so much more perspective. And again, I have to challenge myself to go, there are people which that they don't know. But that guy, not just me, several people said, shut the fuck up. And he couldn't. It was Asperger's times 10.
Well, that's what it could. It could very well be something like that. That's what I'm saying, Poopy. Right? Like it could very well be. I personally think. I mean, okay, let's take a vote. Show of hands. Who thinks he has an actual mental disorder?
the main chip.
And I.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I believe so.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, this isn't a personal opinion.
Which I'm fine with, but like, dude, like one of the things that, like, people that have like issues, mental issues, it's like, hey, you know what? We all have issues to overcome. Could be Asperger's, could be like, could be OCD, whatever, right? But we learn and we evolve from where we were and are willing to accept with this guy. Sorry.
No, I see what Standing's saying, and we also seek help too, brother. You know, we seek help.
Yes.
Isn't this
we
supposed to be a
recognize our
place
limitations.
Yeah.
for that?
Yeah. It's supposed to be, Chris. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what my channel was about, helping people get through whatever they needed to get through to keep on living for another day. We're experiencing somebody who, you know, broke early or broke easy because, let's face it, younger generation, they're softer.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They are softer. That's not on them. That's just the way society has basically kind of set things out. Or you know, it was set out for them by their parents. Essentially, they laid the foundations. Or you know, it was the courts that got involved and allowed one parent to basically lay those foundations. But either way, we have, and like I said, I don't hate them, not angry with them. I absolutely believe we should have conversations with them still privately, but on the panel openly, probably no more.
Yep.
I think so. I agree, Chris. Too.
Yeah. So either way, anybody that's willing to help out and try to get an understanding of it or try to get them through it, I mean, it's highly appreciated. I appreciate Shinobi reaching out to him as well because I told him the same thing. reach out to me privately. You know what I mean?
No primers, no.
I mean, young men that have had no experience being around
Only
other
one
men
final
of any
procedure
caliber.
remains.
What are they coming in with? You know what I mean?
I hope he does reach out too.
Well, he's
I've been
been
asking.
I can offer some help as well.
SOCOM John.
he talks to me.
Welcome
about
to my
stuff,
channel.
but
I
SOCOM
was
John.
very fortunate to have a
Said,
bunch of dudes
"What's up,
around when I
cutie?"
was a kid.
SOCOM John, how you doing, brother?
Fucking
it's
chaos.
well.
Fucking chaos.
I
can
Sorry,
offer some help,
Zachariah.
too.
Fucking chaos indeed.
Yeah, I gotta mute you. I want to hear what Zachariah has to say.
You know, I said I can help the guy too, because I used to be in special ed classes with, guys like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I
So-
appreciate that, brother. Like I said, it doesn't matter. He's still one of ours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I mean he is. I don't want to say he's a lost soul, but he definitely needs direction.
I'll mute chaos now. Yeah, I still love you, buddy.
Bitch, how dare you fucking meet in the first place?
You're
I'm
loud
so
and crackly, and Zachariah is really quiet.
By the way, Billy the Goat, he
Brother
has some
Billy.
very. Sorry. Billy's got some real good insight into a lot of intellectual, intellectual, mental. Billy's a really good guy.
Bingus said, "I really want to talk, but
he's
everyone
not
has
wrong.
their
You
own
should
lives.
jump in here
I
and
don't
say
like
hello.
bothering anyone."
Give us your thought. Stop being rude.
My Margrave.
Did you guys know Billy the Goat was my first
Hey,
guest?
he's a pom. He's a pom.
Billy was my first
that.
guest
I
on my
must-
first live stream.
That's awesome.
Billy, your last two videos about the whole narcissism aspect, spot on.
Yeah, Billy's fucking amazing, dude. Oh, and he's a diversity hire now. He got that
Is he?
job. Yes, he did. That job that they said they didn't want him for anymore.
Hey,
because he was a man.
Sorry.
Yeah, they have now given him that job, I guess, or at least it's on the path to being that job. So he is our first male
4728
diversity hire.
said, "We're here for you, brother."
Rounds of applause, people. Rounds of applause.
4728
What the?
said, "Just don't abuse that privilege."
That's fucking funny. Billy, get in here. Stop
Yeah,
being a
get in
fucker. Get in here.
Being a L7 squared.
Oh, apprentice.
Oh, is that
There you
from
are.
Sandlot?
I don't know. Could be. I grew up hearing all the
L7 square. That's Sandlot.
L7 square. 'Cause
Yeah. Oh no.
They
I was
couldn't do Sandlot today.
I was hoping Billy or somebody with some more experience would have the same kind of view on this topic, because I don't know. I'm happy that some people do get the help, but it's the ones that get fucking lost in the cracks, man.
What
Never
have you
get
created
noticed until
today?
they're 30, 40 years
SOCOM
old.
John said, "I'm playing Wattle K Classic RN Face with Tongue 4:27 a.m. for me,
He's got too
lol.
much on the line.
Watching you and Trailer
You know what I
Park
mean?
Boys on Netflix."
If he's 23 years old, it's just too much on the line to fucking throw away a young life.
KS4728 said,
Brother Billy, thank
Noise.
you for honoring us with your presence, sir.
You serve the Margrave.
You guys are saying very nice things about me. Oh, you're making me blush. How is everyone?
Good to see you, Billy.
We're in there, buddy.
You all as well. I'm gonna guess the topic is about mental health and trying to provide that for people.
Well, yeah, we've got a young man that's clearly got some issues, right? And whether they're social or they're actual mental, I mean, I can't tell, because I see it. I've seen the same kind of traits in him that I've seen in other people, and other people seem to recognize it the same way, that it's either it's actually mental, or it's drug related, or it could be trauma related. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, first of all, with this, is it a young man? Did you say young man?
Yeah.
Is it, would this person be watching this stream by
Most
chance?
likely.
He is watching my stream.
Is he actively seeking help and advice?
Been out to meet and talking and stuff.
Yeah. Chaos is a pothead, so he can't help him.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Have you heard of Gamers Against Weed?
You heard of
SOCOM John
Whore Mouth?
said,
Yes.
we
It's a
all got
much better
problems,
guild
whether we admit them.
than
That's
Gamers
another
Against
conversation.
Sorry, Billy. I thought I'd throw that one in there. But yeah, he has been reaching out to Chaos and
Okay. Well,
he's
if he should he be listening right here, right now, there are people here gathered right now who seem to be
Bingus
concerned and
said,
thinking of you
haha.
and are demonstrating care and compassion. This might be a bit uncomfortable because maybe it's not something you're used to receiving. So there can be a trepidation to hearing such things. Just like how when I came in, it's like, oh, you're making people make me blush with the nice compliments because I'm not really that used to it. So we're dealing with elements of fear, anxiety, uncomfortableness. But if we can brace ourselves for it, then we can start to become a bit more self-compassionate and seeing them for ourselves. So a lot of, if we're looking at as a subject matter, healing, recovery, doing the inner work, self-improvement, things like that.
SOCOM John
a strong element
said,
of
this is a
having
real
to,
down-to-earth
we
conversation
would
tonight,
describe it
face
as
with
like
tongue.
reconciling, making friends with yourself, and to see yourself in a different way than currently how you likely are.
For the honor of the Blade Sworn.
So this then leads into a skill set of being able to recognize how you're feeling, and sometimes writing it down can be a positive initial step. So if you've got a lot on your mind, and it's very confusing, it doesn't even need to really make all that much sense, but just start writing it down, make a diary or something like that, or particular thoughts that come into your head. And you don't need to necessarily refer back to these notes, but should you do at a later stage, you can compare and contrast and be like, this is what I was thinking before. And you can, if you're actively like watching streams and you're learning about health and psychology, etc.,
said,
you can start
it'd be
applying
like that
some of
here
this stuff
winking
to
face.
what you may have written before, and
Bingus
things start to become more clearer.
said, my friends are noticing
So
it too. I thought to myself, ah, damn, this isn't
it's
good.
almost a little bit like treating yourself as an asset, and you're valuable. We all are in our own sort of ways, and beginning to recognize the qualities and traits that have substance. Now, obviously, this might be daunting or hard to sort of do at first, but it's not. It's not about like a competition in the sense that you need to have 10 positive things, just one, or even if you can't think of anything. But even if you can't think of anything, the acknowledgement in itself, the honesty of being like, I'm not too pleased with what I've made bad decisions in life, or I wish I didn't do. I have these bad habits, and I wish I wasn't doing these sort of. The first step in fixing problems is the acknowledgement, is the realization that there is a problem here. And it sounds like in a lot of cases, one of the biggest problems for a lot of people is the lack of self-esteem. So if you can first of all recognize, hang on, I don't have my self-esteem isn't as good as it should be.
Forward.
You can
Break their
now
line with
start
a
to be
frontal
like, well,
assault.
how do I start to feel better about
Out with
myself?
it.
And that's taking a more I already said proactive suicide, but that's taking a more self-parenting view on it. So you have to look at your wounds, the things that upset you, and sometimes we describe it as pulling yourself up, but that's like a parent lifting up their child. So there's a duality going on where self-parenting and self-care has a very nurturing vibe towards it. If you're beating yourself with inner critic or self-hate, you should be able to start to recognize that this isn't good for a child, and therefore it's not going to be good for you. So you're going to cut that kind of stuff out. The exploration as to why there's an inner critic, or why there is self-hate, will be
Damn,
evident
this guy
as time
is a
progresses.
genius.
You realize that this is what society has been telling you, this is how your parents have been conditioning you.
Love listening to his reasoning.
The feedback you've been getting from peers, because you're trying to compare yourself with others, and then you'll start to realize that none of that really matters. You don't need to be, the only person you're holding a standard to is yourself at the end of the day, and that's beyond the outside external world. That's already within you. So you do have the power, you do have the ability to control. The question becomes then is, do you want it? Do you want to do that? And then look at it sort of a pragmatically sort of way. It's like, do you want to either give yourself additional pain, and obviously you don't like this pain, because why would you, if you did, there wouldn't be a problem here. So if you don't like the way you're treating yourself, now you have the opportunity, well, how would you like to treat yourself? I would like to treat myself better. Well, how do I do that? Well, I can show myself a bit more compassion and stop beating myself up over it. I can forgive my mistakes and look at them more as an opportunity to learn and grow. That brings along appreciation and gratitude, because despite what may have happened, despite maybe you might have hurt people, I'm sure we've all hurt someone along the way at some point in our journeys. But what matters more, that doesn't mean like, oh no, I'm a terrible person, I should be punished. It means like, oh, I recognize I made mistakes, and now I can stop, I can address those behaviors, be more accountable and responsible with that, and going forward, a lesson has been learned. And in some way that means, it's not trying to justify how you might have hurt someone, but it means not all is lost. There is a silver lining in the dark skies, as it were. The small steps. I don't want to overload or bombard you guys and take over the stream with all of that, but
Billy,
hopefully
your
kind of
words,
stuff.
really good words, Billy. Man.
I want Bingus to help.
Notice how everybody went silent
listening to Billy
and muted their mics.
You see, Bingus, like, I'm not trying to be a dick here, but that's how you do it. You just sit back and listen, take in everything they give us put out. So you don't have to talk. Listen.
That's right. And a lot of these problems, they're stemming from emotions, right? We feel bad, we feel sad, we feel alone, we feel frightened, we feel angry. And when you understand
John
more about
said,
emotional literacy,
yeah, that
you'll
was
realize that
solid
emotions,
advice.
it's like the rising
Like
tides of the water. They come and go. So just because you're angry right now, for example, doesn't mean you're going to continually be angry. You have to ride the storm to a large degree, and allow the processes to take place.
John
to let it get out of your system, as
enlightening.
it were. So just so
Bingus
if you feel sad, you feel
said,
depressed, you can
"Think
then
how I am. I
self-soothe
don't
in
like
a
it
way by
exactly."
saying to yourself, well, I know this will pass at some point. I don't need to be, because a lot of the times when we're in these predicaments, we can't see the future. We can't see the forest through the trees. So that means we're in the instantaneous impulsivity.
Bingus
And we,
said,
in a biased
I'm not
way,
angry
it's
at
like,
all.
I feel bad, ergo my life must be bad. It's like, that's not true. You feel bad. And it's not to deny that you feel bad. It's like, you feel bad. It's for a reason. Your emotions are signals. They're trying to tell you something. And the problem is that I often describe it as the warning lights on a car's dashboard. It doesn't really tell you exactly what the problem is. It just tells you there's a problem. So this is why emotional literacy will help you to decipher what is going wrong. And in a way, just like a car, when you get like the engine warning light, it tells you there's a problem somewhere. But with diagnosis skills, diagnostics, you
Bingus
can start to pinpoint
said,
here
maybe
is
I
where
am, I
my
don't know
pain
anymore.
is emanating from, or this is where this is like, let's say you feel lonely and you're you feel like you haven't got anyone that understands you, kind of thing. So you start to like backtrack and be like, why would that be the case? And then maybe you might realize, well, along my upbringing, I tried to be vocal, and people told me not to speak up
KS
about
for
it.
you 728.
So I
said,
silenced myself.
just
and I
remember
learned
we aren't attacking
that
you.
speaking up is wrong. So then you can realize with that epiphany that, well, I do
Bingus
need to speak up. I
said,
do need to
no,
be
I
more
know
vocal
chaos.
about how I feel and acknowledge how I feel instead of denying how I feel. Because the more you try to deny or suppress your emotions, usually they re-emerge later on as a monster. And this is why it's important in terms of like trauma, PTSD, or some of these very debilitating kind of conditions. It's because it was bottled up, and the gene in the bottle, the feelings inside that, the pressure is building until eventually the topper, the cork, the lid pops out, and then it's just emotional overflow. And how are you going to process or deal with all this emotion at once? No one really would be able to.
Bingus
So if we can be
said,
more
so many
astute
people have been
with what's
telling me,
going
and
on,
it's
we
worrying
can
me.
manage our emotional containers and not have this build up of pressure. Another quick example, like let's say you have anger management issues. They call it anger management because it's failure in managing your anger. And you deny you're told that it's bad to kick the cat, or you're told it's bad to lash out at people. You're told it's bad to be destructive. So you try and bottle up your anger. Well, that's not processing your anger. That's denying your anger from being expressed. And that anger in itself is trying to tell you something, that there's something that that bothers you. There's something that you feel you don't deserve. That there's a sense of justice in you where deep down you deserve better. And as such, that means you can allocate, when you've got this awareness of what's really going on, you can allocate. So when you feel angry, you can say, okay, I'm surrounded by like parents, let's just say like kids, they drive you nuts. So I'm surrounded by kids, and obviously right now wouldn't be a good time for me to lose my cool. However, later on tonight, I'm going to play some computer games that
Bingus
I can take out some of
said,
my frustrations,
I just want
and
to
that
be
will
as
be
positive as
relieving
possible.
that pressure from building up. So you can see how we're not trying to minimize the anger. We're not trying to devalue the meaning or the significance of it. And we're not trying to force it inside a bottle, never to be released. But we're becoming more responsible for our emotions and understanding how our emotions play a part in who we are as people. They're important to us. If we had the option, a lot of people probably might have the sentiment that if they could be devoid of all emotions, maybe that would be a good thing. Maybe emotions are a curse, but you wouldn't be human then. You'd be a machine. You wouldn't be able to enjoy or even really hate anything. You'd have apathy. Things wouldn't have any sense of meaning to you because there's no emotional significance attached to it. So emotions are crucial. We need them. It's just our relationship with our emotions, this communication that, because emotions speak in a language that we don't understand, and the way it speaks to us is through how we feel about it. And so it could be very hard for men to express how they truly feel because it's like trying to speak a foreign language they've never really dealt with before. Well, so in part of this recovery is being able to learn what is this language, what are these feelings, what are they trying to tell me.
Hmm. Well, I mean, look at what, again, going back with the conditioning of things. Like you said, anger is a natural emotion, right? And I believe that my whole life that anger is something that you use just like any other tool in the shed, and it's part of you. Therefore, it must be a good thing. How you choose to use it, that's where it falls on the good or bad side of things, right? We've told people, oh, you can't get angry at anything. Getting angry at anything is wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yet, if you don't get angry at certain things, you just bottle it all up, then
Yeah,
it
yeah.
explodes. I mean, you can be emotionally awkward, just like you can be socially awkward. How do you become socially awkward? You don't socialize, right?
That's right.
You
Yeah.
become emotionally awkward when you don't use your emotions properly as they were meant to be used. Um, Again, the reason I bring up the socially awkward thing is because a lot of the cues that I've seen from this gentleman, seem to fall in line with someone else's or other people that I've met that claim to be socially awkward or do give off the vibe of being socially awkward. You know what I mean? But
You
sorry,
one
go
of
ahead.
the one of the mechanisms of socializing, and perhaps why people find it quite awkward, is you because when you socialize, you're dealing with entities. You got you and you got them, but because you have a poor relationship with yourself, how are you then going to be able to understand who it is you're dealing with?
Bingus
So
said,
before you can have any
I want to talk,
relationships
but I
with
don't know if
people
anyone wants to
or
talks tonight.
interactions, you need to be able to distinguish who am I and who are you. Otherwise, there's um, if you're not careful, a shared identity, for instance, or you wouldn't be able to have, like, when we talk about having empathy, you here's a fun fact. If you don't have a sense of self, you will be incapable of having empathy for someone else.
Mhm.
And we see this prevalent today. People with a lack of empathy. Why is that? Because they have such a terrible sense of self that they can't show themselves empathy and understand what it means to have a feeling. Then how are they going to possibly understand how someone else feels?
Mm.
So to bridge that gap,
KS4U728
and empathy is
said,
that
tonight just listen
is
and
part
absorb
of
everything
having
said, winking face.
social skills, to be able to bridge a connection, that gap between you and them. And that's why when men are talking in these groups,
KS4U728
for instance, we
said,
can feel it when we're
there's
sharing
plenty
stories
of
and
time for talk,
anecdotal
grinning
sort of
face.
past events
Bingus
or whatever. People,
said,
you start to
okay,
relate,
chaos.
and that word relate, relationship.
Yeah.
You start to see when you talk to someone, you can start to see yourself in them, and that brings you closer. That forms intimacy.
Yeah.
And some people, the intimacy aspect is scary because they're not used to being close to someone. So as much as they want to socialize, at the same time they push away from it because they're so unused to it that it the communication, the feeling of this isn't right, this isn't normal. But it would be normal if you let it, if you give it a chance.
Right.
So this is why part of the self-improvement sort
The
of
charge is set.
pep
Get
talk
back.
is the idea of being comfortable with with being uncomfortable. Allow yourself to be uncomfortable. Allow yourself to be afraid. That's a good thing because courage and bravery isn't by not having any fear. That's just arrogance. That will get you into trouble. Courage and bravery is having the fear, but choosing to still decide to face it, to go forward.
Hmm.
That is courage and bravery.
Yeah. I mean, It's like I've said about everything else. We all have fear, right? Anybody that
Time for
fucking
some
denies
mayhem.
the fact that they have fear is
Cover
lying.
me.
And congratulations, brother Hemi, on hitting level 60, you bastard. But
Is it someone's birthday today?
no, he maxed out his character in WoW.
Clock's ticking.
That's how we
We've
started
taken
the
the
stream
ridge.
off, buddy.
Meet me on the field
It's
below.
true. I'm terrified of going to Sioux City, but guess what? I'm going. I'm terrified.
Well, you know, it's when I keep you guys updated, like when I did the fundraiser, right, for this Halloween for the kids, there's a reason why I want to keep you guys updated on where the funds are going. Because I want proof to go with what I'm telling you. Because part of me thinks that, oh, maybe somebody might say that I'm just fucking pocketing all this cash and I'm not actually doing anything for the kids. You know what I mean? It's that weird thing, but that's just my kind of like, I guess, anxiety towards it or fear of, you know, having people trust me. Because a lot of people aren't worth trusting. Let's face it. Because as Billy said it, a lot of people are not worth trusting, and they've been conditioned to not have any empathy for other people, right? So
Trust is another aspect, and again, it begins with yourself. You need to be able to trust yourself before you can really trust other people. You know, because if you rely on other people, let's say you put your faith and your trust in other people, but you have none of that within you in regards to yourself, then you're putting yourself in a position of vulnerability unnecessarily. Now, there is an argument in part of this healing recovery, just like how I said about allow yourself to be uncomfortable, because for things to change, you need to do something different. And that means having to think differently or take different actions or whatever. So new experiences. And if you've got someone who is hesitant and they're frightened because they're alone, they don't feel like they've got support, they don't have the esteem, the confidence to think that they can do it, etc., then there's this fear of, here's a sort of a sad way of putting it, but you end up giving yourself a mantra, and it's almost like the words, thou shalt not heal. I will not allow myself to heal. I don't, because it's so frightening. I want it, I wish I could, but I'm so scared of the process that I'd rather not try. And that's kind of like shooting yourself in the foot. How are you going to heal if you're too scared of it? And why would you be scared of it? Because you already feel, without realizing it, that you're vulnerable. And the idea of now
Successful
being even
endeavors.
more exposed to open
Welcome
up
to
your
my
heart to
channel.
other people is putting you into
Successful
a crisis
endeavors.
point, because
Said.
it's like super
Just
vulnerable.
stopping by to say hi and drop
instead,
a like.
your ego will kick in as a self-defense mechanism and tell you like something, you know, like don't proceed, don't go to therapy, when really that's the
Bingus.
thing that you should be doing.
Said.
So
Hey
we need
Chaos,
to kind
can
of
you see
stop
your
listening
Discord
to
at the
our
same
egos,
time?
because
K
your
is
ego
for you
isn't
728.
there
Said.
for your
At
best interest. It
Successful
doesn't.
Endeavors, welcome to the
Your
stream,
ego
sir.
is not a parental figure. You have egos as a survival mechanism. So when you have it taking command and making life choices for you, they're most likely not going to be in your best interest, really. They're going to probably try and keep you alive, but what kind of life would you have if there's no meaning or quality about it? And likely you'll be alive, but you'll be miserable. So this hesitation, this running away from the idea of vulnerability, we can then see like maybe the answer lies in that vulnerability. Allow myself to be vulnerable and give it a chance, because likely what will happen is, by opening up, by expressing how you truly feel, even if you're not too sure, you can't articulate it properly, but you're practicing like trying to learn a new language. You're going to be clunky, your accent's going to be terrible, but the process of you practicing learning this new dialect builds you up.
Yeah.
And you'll be surprised afterwards that you might have thought this was going to be like a death level experience. Like if I open up, it's going to kill me. But here you are. You've opened up and you're still alive. So maybe you gave this fear way too much power than it deserves.
Yeah. Well, anyway, gentlemen, Billy, I can't thank you enough, buddy, for popping on. But we've been going for nearly 7 hours now.
Hey, you guys, yeah.
I still have to
would
write
like
it
to
down.
say something. SC
Watch
is in the
yourself,
chat.
or I might replace you.
Where?
My chat.
Bingus.
Oh, he's in his chat. Okay.
Said.
I'm sorry, buddy. I don't
NVM'll
see
just
the
listen
comments.
in like you said.
Get up in
What's
there.
up, Chris? What's up, buddy? Yeah, no, like I said, we're not, we didn't remove him or basically put him to the fire because we were angry with him or hated him or anything like that. It was, you know, these are things that need to be addressed, and obviously the young man needs help, and that's what we're all happy to do that for the most part, pretty sure anyway. But we got to get to the bottom of it, and to do that, he has to be honest with us, right? But no doors are closed. I want to thank everybody for coming on tonight and hanging out with us. We had some great conversations, and you know, hopefully tomorrow or the next day we'll be able to do it all again and keep the conversations relevant. So, gentlemen.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you. Thanks, Chris.
Brothers, thank you. It's nothing
Thanks.
without you. And
No,
you're welcome. You're welcome to stay in the back here, but I will be in the stream right here. So good night, everybody. Thank you all
Come
for coming.
over to my street.
Go
Michelle
touch Chaos
Guevara.
in his no-no square.
Welcome to my channel.
Bonjour.
Michelle Guevara. Said.
Oh,
Any-
man.
SCE bonjour.
Any final thoughts?
Bingus.
Pooping and or Doug,
Said.
Hemi?
I really appreciate
This was
it.
Billy.
Michelle
Man, thank
Guevara.
you.
Said.
That was brilliant.
Brother
and things
Chaos
I
bonjour.
needed to hear.
Successful endeavors.
So thanks, man.
Said.
You're
Gian,
much very
Chris.
welcome. It's things that we all, even myself, I'm not exempt. So I'll thank you, Chris, and fellas for inviting me on and assisting where I can. And take
Successful
care.
endeavors.
Speak to you all again soon.
Said.
Amen, brother.
Michelle.
Thank you, brothers. Love you all. It is what it
Same.
is.
And Billy, you know
Maldraxxus
you're always a
honors
special
you.
guest here. You got fans,
Our
homie.
might
You're
is
rockstar
without
level.
equal. Show no
That was some
weakness,
brilliant
offer no
things
mercy.
I have to wrap my head around, and
We strike when you sound the horn.
oh
For
yeah,
the
you gotta
chosen.
embrace it.
Yeah.
You gotta embrace, because I'm terrified, but I'm still going.
The answers are within you if you allow yourself to search. But you have to search. You have to dig. Under all the pressures of the abyss above the dark waters, down there in the dark depths, pearls may be found.
I think so. Yes. Oh.
Successful
All right,
endeavors.
gentlemen.
Said.
Sometimes those things are
Congratulations.
Yep.
They're
All
there.
right.
You just have to look for them.
Well, Bingus is actually in the stream right now, so I'd rather, if we're going to have a conversation with it, we take it offline. So everybody stick around, and we'll end the stream here. Good night, everyone.
Fuck. What about me?
What about
I'll
you?
see you.
Chaos?
What about me?
I'm
I'm
sorry.
streaming, goddammit!
I'm sorry, Chaos.
There you go.
Hey, brother Bingus.
No, I've got to make one phone
This
call.
is
Right.
sick.
Okay. I'm here.
This is. I'll go back. Well, you know
Oh,
what?
fucking
I'll
Manly
do-
just got here.
Hold on. No, you know
I
what?
really apologize,
Alright,
guys. I
I'll do
didn't
my
mean
outro
to.
here.
So much for my 10 hours of sleep before work tomorrow.
I'm gonna go ahead and thank
Hey,
everybody
Doug.
that's in the chat
Yeah.
coming through. Michelle Guevara, welcome to the SCE. Thanks for coming through. Bingus, you're
Yeah,
here,
I'll be
so-
okay. I can kind of screw off on my job right now, honestly, but
So
I
calm,
probably
John.
shouldn't.
Thanks for coming through again, brothers. Nice to see you. I'll be back tomorrow, probably with Chris and part of this madness. I'll take it easy. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
I'm out this bitch. Peace. Oh,
Take care, Chaos,
God,
brother.
my
Take care. Be safe. God bless you, brother. God bless you, Ken.
Okay. So
We
are
love
you
you,
clear? Are you clear, Chaos?
5 seconds.
Damn it, Chaos.